coming soon to this theater.
Dag, you would figure that I would have this down by now, but I still don't. What's up, people? Just doing like a quick little hangout stream. I'll post the link if anybody just feels inclined to hop in. You may feel free to do so, but I also don't have any issue with just monologuing for a little bit. We are coming up to the end of the campaign for SixGun Gorilla issue number 8, Long Days of Vengeance. And the title for this issue is Cemetery Without Crosses. And when you find out what the Cemetery Without Crosses is, it's going to fuck you up. It's funny because, God, man, the whole thing with this comic was I wanted to do it, I wanted to play it straight. Like the moment, you know, this story just kind of like emerged whole cloth in my head. Once I had that title, SixGun Gorilla, like that never happens to me, man. It almost never happens, because I can't say never because it happened in this case. Oh, I gotta fiddle with my camera a little bit. Bear with me. Yeah, really tightly polished operation going on here. What can I say, man? When I started the streaming thing, like, this is probably is this? Well, no, this isn't my first live stream. This is my first spontaneous, just like popping up, hopping on the YouTubes and saying what up and whatever happens, as John Voight says in Runaway Train, which is an awesome movie from the 80s. If you haven't seen that, go check that shit out. It's amazing. Screenplay by Akira Kurosawa. And I forget the name of the director, Russian fella, Konchaslovsky, I believe. But amazing performance by John Voight in that. As Manny, the prisoner who is like so badass that they like weld him into his cell. But yeah, you can tell this is gonna be a rambling stream. I'm feeling ADD like a motherfucker today, man. But you know what? I will take an ADD day over a like a depression or an anxiety day any day. Because at least then I know I'm gonna get some shit done. You know, I can weaponize it. It's interesting. What is it now? They keep, like, when it comes to like mental health care stuff, I used to work in the mental health care field, and I co-run, well, I'm not even really running it anymore, actually, to be perfectly honest, but I'm still on the board of my local depression bipolar support alliance chapter. And one of the things that happens when you work in the mental health care field, or you're just like, or you're affiliated with an organization like I have been for like the last 10 years, you can't help but like diagnose people, right? You can't help but look at certain people and be like, man, like somebody like Ezra Miller, for instance. I could be wrong. I'm not a trained medical health care professional. I'm a certified peer support specialist, which means that the reason why they hire dudes like me is because we're not doctors. So when people are in a place where they're just like, you know, fuck all these doctors, can I just talk to like a regular human being? I'm that regular human being. And it's not that the state gives a flying fuck whether you live or die, because they don't. It actually saves them money, because people like me keep people out of the hospital. And that doesn't mean that we, like, you know, talk people to people in such a way where, don't go to the hospital. No, you'll be okay. No. We always advocate on the part of the consumer, because we're consumers ourselves. So that's what that's about. how did I even get on that subject? I don't know. I told you this is, oh yeah, that's right. Because I have what's known as inattentive attention deficit disorder. Like they keep, they're coming up with like new names and shit. It's not like the whole like LGBTQIA plus that sort of a thing. These are like clinical diagnoses, and I don't know. It kind of helps you with your shit when you're dealing with like a mental illness or a mood disorder, as I have. Once you get that definition, life becomes a little bit simpler. You're just like, oh fuck, thank God, there's like a name for it. I'm not the only one that's like fucked up this way. And then you don't use it as an excuse because you got to hold your ass accountable. But although a lot of people will do that. But yeah, I was gonna say, like Ezra Miller, for instance, no doubt in my mind, untreated bipolar being exacerbated by drugs and alcohol. So he's somebody that's not only not getting treatment for his issues, whether which I think are bipolar disorder, because his behavior seems very, very manic. But that motherfucker might be just in a league of his own. I don't know, man. But well, yeah. What was my point? I did have a point. You can't. It's like I look at a dude like that, can't help but diagnose him. Yeah, I absolutely think that, because I was also somebody that like threw like drugs and alcohol at my problems, and surprise, the shit didn't help. It just made things worse. Not that I don't still enjoy a little bit of the ganj. I have been known to enjoy that, but that's also something that just helps. I don't know. Helps me manage my anxiety, which usually isn't too bad these days. So I'm grateful for that. Oh, hey, Felix, what up? What up? Yo, and my man Matt, everybody, you bitches, listen to me right now, okay? I'm gonna get fucking all up in your grill. Go back Butch Cleaver right now, okay? Do it. I'll see about posting the link, but you can just hop on on the Indiegogos and type in Butch Cleaver, and it shan't be hard to find. Go back that shit, and also Dead Stop, which the boys from 656 are still funding. That shit's not like where it needs to be, like not even close. Like they're not even funded yet. So I realize times are tough, but go back that shit now. Stat. All right. Not that I'm in the habit of like telling people what to do. Not that I'm like the bossy type. I'm not. I'm very much a kind of like, you do you, boo, kind of a dude. Matt, if you feel like hopping in, the link should be at the top of the chat. If you don't, that's cool too. Like I said, I have no problem with monologuing, but if people do want to hop in, you're certainly welcome to. And also, actually, you know what? I should shoot a message to my backers about this, because that way people who haven't gotten their books, they could come in and like bitch at me like on air, be like on air accountability for fulfillment. I like that idea, actually. We should make everybody do that. Because I'm not done with fulfillment yet. If you are waiting for books from me, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, I could be a little bit of a fuck up, and turns out I ran out of certain issues. Like I ran out of issue 1s, for instance. Still have a few of the Vinnie Tartamellas, the trade paperbacks. This thing right here. Check it out. Yeah, I asked Vinny to do a cover for SixGun Gorilla, as Wenger used to call it when that dude was hanging out. And he knocked that shit out of the park. He knocked that shit out of the park, son. Yo, did a great job. So I still got these. It's just that if you're waiting for the all issues tier, right? Like you might be waiting an extra week or two. And like I said, I apologize, but I believe in keeping it real and giving you updates. And hey, at least I'm not making you wait 4 years for your book. Oh, there's Matt. Yo. What's up, dude?
Hey, what up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Good, actually. In decent spirits. What about yourself? What are you doing on this fine Friday night?
I was over at the brother-in-law's. We were swimming in the pool and jacuzzi, and then I saw that you were doing the closeout. I'm like, oh, I might have Brian, dude. See if he wants to kick it. And went and got some Chick-fil-A. I went over to Bevmo. I haven't been there in like 5 years, so I was looking for some good brewskis, dude. And I was like, fuck, man, the selection was kind of weak, you know. I went over to the German stuff.
Do you have like we have a I almost called it a dispensary.
Oh, really?
There's a like a beverage outlet, right? You ever go to these places, right? These beverage outlets where you can buy like shit wholesale.
Yeah.
We have one in my neck of the woods that has microbrew out the ass.
That's what we have, tons of these warehouses over here. Yeah.
And international shit.
Yeah. That's
right?
So many.
Yeah.
A lot over here.
So if you're a beer drinker, if you love beer, with like the last time my housemate and homie Peter and I went to this place, Cable Beverage, it's called.
Nice.
He was just have a little of this, have a little of that, have a little of this, have a bottle of that, and it's also one of the few places that has this stuff called Maudit.
Oh yeah, Maudit. Yeah, I've heard of that.
I might be mispronouncing. I've always been shaky on the name because I think it's like a French Canadian thing.
Yeah, dude, I just bought some right now. I didn't buy that, but I bought that brewery. It's called like Unibrick.
Yeah.
And I was looking around. I'm like, fuck, dude. I was looking, and I saw that 4-packs they had right now. So I'm cooling those down right now in the freezer. So I'm gonna hit those bad boys here in a second.
Oh yeah. What up, Pops? Pops also hanging out, dude. I just said hi in his stream. I'm not trying to take away views from you, bro. You know, don't consider like me streaming while you're streaming as like an act of aggression or anything like that. I just wanted to hop on here and do like a little pre-closeout. And if you feel like hopping in, you know. link is up there. I did post the link. Anybody's free to hop in and bitch at me.
So where's my book at, Brian?
Did you not get your book?
No.
Seriously? But okay. Dude, didn't I? No, wait. I'm pretty sure I sent your package.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
No, I want to read that shit.
God damn, dude. Folks, here's the thing. Please understand this. And this is sincere and this is from the heart. If you back like our book and a lot of time goes by, don't feel like reluctant to kind of just go, hey, where's my book, bitch? Okay? Because we've taken your money. That shit is ours. That shit's in our pocket. We can fucking spend it on porn and booze and drugs and strippers.
Oh man,
you don't know. That's the thing that's cool about this movement, and we operate on the fucking honor system.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Man.
Right.
Definitely.
So now I owe you an apology.
No.
Seriously, I owe you an apology. And also, like, you're going to get your book, but I'm going to throw something extra in there, too.
Ooh, nice.
Because that's what I said in my last update. It's like, if you're getting shit late from me, you get two things. You get an apology and something.
Oh,
right?
Nice.
Like, for instance, last campaign, I had a bunch of unused leftover convention flyers.
Oh, nice.
Because one of the things that you want to do when you're doing a convention, I know Rini is at a convention right this very second. I hope she's having a fucking blast. She oh man, she's got it made because like she's her own booth babe. Do you know what I'm saying?
She doesn't have to pay for any extra talent.
Yeah, because like when you're like young and good looking, guys notice you, but also women really notice you. And you actually make more sales with women if you're like young and good looking. It's why in the publishing scene in the 90s here in New York, or I should say like in the city, when they put out a new book by a female author, it came with a headshot.
Ooh, wow.
And whether you got published or not depended in part on your fucking headshot.
Oh wow, that's fucked up. Your mugshot.
Seriously, because
oh man,
because evidently there are people that will pick up a book and flip through it, and they look at a picture of the author and they go, "Ugh," close the book and put it back on the fucking shelf. That's how fucking shallow fucking motherfuckers are.
I guess they got to judge a mugshot by its cover. You know what I mean?
No shit. And mind you, Rini has talent out the ass, right? So she's got the talent. And she's young and good looking. It's just like, oh, fuck. When I first met her, I was just like, oh, fuck, you're going to be a fucking rock star. And yeah, so I bet you her merch is fucking flying fast and furious. Mind you, if I hit the gym, started taking some like human growth hormone, maybe got like some abs, and and like, look, I'm sorry, man. If I was one of those dudes that's like ripped, like Henry Cavill or somebody like that,
yeah,
I'd just be walking around in a fucking Speedo and like the fucking dead of winter, be like, "What's up?"
Like everywhere,
like everywhere, just like,
yeah. Dude, I was at the pool today, you know what I mean, and like I'm just walking around my dad bod, like I don't give a fuck, my shirt off, I just jump in the pool, you know what I mean, and I was talking to my brother-in-law, and I'm like, man, if I was in this motherfucker, I'd be, I'd get cut up, dude, just swimming every day, you know what I mean?
Oh
nice
my god,
to have a pool,
best exercise in the world. That's
it works everything, It's like, wow,
yeah.
I wish I had a pool, but I'm out there getting burned up because I'm pale white and I don't like to go into the sun,
Yeah, I don't do well in it either. What up, ID?
Yeah.
And that's all. Yeah, I mean, like I don't do that well in the sun. I am like getting way more sunlight than usual.
Yeah,
but I tend not, and I will get like a little bit of a tan.
Yeah.
But it's still not like a tan. It's not a real tan.
I got a real tan on my arm. Like if you look at it, it's from driving down the 605 for like 15 or 16 years every day. But
that'll do it.
and you get a little bump on your nose, dude, just from the fucking melanoma. You know what I mean? I got to get checked out. But yeah, man, I figure like, I don't know. I think some white people, dude, are just kind of meant to stay in the forest, dude, in the snow. Like sometimes
my ancestors, it's like biologically.
Yeah.
And when you think about the scope of time, and you think about human evolution too, right?
Right.
And how vast that shit is. I mean, basically, we're cavemen with like machine guns and drones and spaceships.
Yeah.
And shit, right?
Pretty much, dude.
Right? And so I think about like how far back was it that my people were like chilling in like the Black Forest?
Oh yeah, and I mean, even before, like it wasn't that long ago. And then they came and they ripped it all apart because that forest didn't encompass like a few countries. Now it's just Germany, right?
That's just Germany. Yeah. And
so the sun fucks us up, dude. A lot of us, like, we get cancer and die from it. We get melanoma and die. You don't really see blacks and like Latinos dying from that shit. They're out there like, what, motherfucker? I mean, you see the white surfer dudes, what's up, bro? But it's like that started as a Hawaiian thing, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like they're like, what up, dude? I'm not getting fucking too much skin cancer. I mean, everybody gets skin cancer, obviously.
But
it's like the
still use sunscreen. Yeah, and I use it every day when I step outside.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because I don't want to get fucking sunburn.
Oh, dude. I use baby block. Like I look for the baby one, the one that's like, and my son, he's super duper white. Like he's got platinum white hair. Like he looks like Steve Martin. That's how my son looks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, wow. Like straight up. Yeah.
So he's like hella white. So he's like he's like me. He's like translucent.
Yeah. So it's like, come here, buddy. Come here, Bane. And just put the stuff on him, And hope you don't get burned,
Yeah. Oh my god. And no, I don't do well with heat either. When I was a little kid, I remember there was classes that we had in a prefab, which was made out of like, I don't know, aluminum or tin. Yeah. No air conditioning. Fucking July, fucking August, fucking heat, and I'd just be in there just dying, and but then I would there'd be like a phone, like the teacher would get a phone call, and she'd be like, "Okay, Brian, your mother's here to pick you up for your dentist appointment." I'd be like, what dentist appointment? And my mom would be like, hey, I know it was like really hot in there, so I figured I'd just like pick you up and bail you out, get you in some air conditioning. I was just like, oh.
I do that shit at work. I'll be like, hey, the customer's like, like hounding one of my coworkers, and I'm like, hey, Jimmy, you got a phone call on line 1. Yeah, line 1. You know what I mean? And just to get him out of there, you know what I mean?
Good. That's a real homie, right? Yeah.
People come in, yeah. So what I like to do, another thing I like to do is like, say I see somebody at work, you know what I mean, like a customer, and they look like Dave that works there, my buddy Dave, or maybe Dave's off that day.
Yeah.
So I'll go over to the other guy. I'll go over to, let's say, John, and I'll see a customer for like that looks like Dave. He looks, but it's not Dave, and I'll look over at John. I'm like, what's up, Dave? And then they look at him, and then the customer will look at the other employee and like, what the fuck? Or they'll start busting up because they'll know it's a joke. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, no, you have to have each other's backs.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I mean, it's just like I'm like astounded because I have seen how horrible people can be to like the staff at a supermarket, right? You're not even in their world. You're just part of you're part of the background, basically. They're like, in a whole nother world. You're literal shit to them. Like you're not even that sometimes. It's astounding. It reminds me of that quote, like from Robert E. Howard, like it was from a Conan story. He said, the thing about civilized men is, they think they could just say anything.
Yeah.
And not get their fucking skull split.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like, what was it? I heard the term, fucking keyboard mafia, John Gotti on the keyboard, like Tucci was always saying, a lot of these people are like that, talking all their shit on their keyboard, but in real life, the fucking...
Oh, yeah, no.
Think twice about,
Dude, they're Charles Bronson. They're fucking Charles Bronson, fucking Mr. Majestic, fucking Hard Times, when fucking, where he was just like, like he was 50 years old. Bronson was 50 years old.
He was ripped.
Fucking ripped.
Like ripped up. I was like, what the fuck? Who's that? Like, and I didn't even know. I thought he was just like an old fat dude with like a cloak on, and he takes off his shirt. It's like,
dude, carved out of fucking wood.
Yeah.
Just ripped. Fucking, just like, what the fuck?
He's wearing these big old like trench coats and shit and pulling out these big ass guns,
Oh, manly as fuck, dude. Manly as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
So, but it's like, yeah, no, it's just like, it's like, dude, like you're not Charles Bronson. Like that works. That works for you over the interwebs, but you're not obeying the simple rule that I try to follow.
Right.
That doesn't mean I don't fuck up sometimes.
Everybody fucks up
because I'm broken like that, right? Human beings,
up.
right?
I fuck up
damaged
all the time.
goods. Yeah, human beings, man. Damaged goods, right? But I at least fucking make the attempt to just like not be an asshole.
Yeah.
And
so
and it, what? It doesn't really take that much effort. It really doesn't.
Well, it's like some people like, hey, dude, sometimes people will tell me like, dude, you're overly nice, bro. It's like, nah, it's like, and it's usually coworkers like, nah, I got to spend like a quarter of my life with your fucking ass. So I might as well be like nice to you, like go out of my way. That way we can put up with each other. You know what I mean? A little bit of nice goes a long way. I can just come in here with like fucking all mad. What's up? Hey, Matt, how are you? I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Like I can do that.
Yeah.
Or you want to say, hey man, good morning, bro. How you doing?
You want people to be happy when they see you.
Yeah.
Or at least not fucking miserable.
Right.
At least not going, oh, not this motherfucker again.
Yeah. Well, there's kinetic vampires, they'll just come into a room. Just that motherfucker, he or her come into a room. There could be 20 people in there and they just walk in there and they'll just suck all the kinetic energy right out of that party.
Psychic vampires. Yeah, no, seriously.
I know it's true.
Everybody's encountered them.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody's fucking encountered them. Abso-fucking-lutely. You really don't want to be that motherfucker. That's for sure.
No, right? You get that. You carry that energy around with you. That cloud. It's like, damn, that negative cloud of energy. And you're like, oh.
And the
go
thing
fix
is,
that guy.
I've gotten to see the human side of people like that.
Yeah.
Right. And so, I do know that some of them really suffer.
Oh yeah, I think 90% of them probably suffer, dude. I mean, they all suffer. I think, you know what I mean?
Because you just think that they're assholes, and that they're assholes because like they don't care or anything like that. A
Yeah.
lot of these people, they just have like I think maybe like an imbalance in like in their brains.
And sometimes they
know?
just need to talk. They need
Yeah,
to talk it out, and there's no one to talk it out, or they might be they might be a boss or some badass motherfucker where they can't show this, so they have to be that. And sometimes
or
they just
they're getting stomped on, and they're just like, well, shit rolls downhill.
oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I may be a piece of shit. I may be a piece of shit, but oh, thank God, there's somebody that's beneath me.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll take people that are above me, and I know they could fuck me up and fire me, and it's really out of my place. I'm just like, well, how's your day going? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm fucking doing this and that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I understand.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It sucks.
Yes.
I know. You know, and sometimes they get taken back when you ask the boss how they're doing. No, but I'm like, seriously, dude. Like,
yeah.
How are you doing? Sometimes I actually like to know. You know what I mean?
Yes. No, it's nice to have a heads up.
Yeah.
Right. I know when if I'm in a rotten mood, I warn people, and then nothing happens because I'm already like cognizant, and that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I do that now too.
And you know, just it's like, seriously, man, I'd like, if people think that I'm an idiot, I can live with that. If people think I'm rude, I can't. Like that I can't deal with. I'm like, let me put it this way. Fucking Hannibal Lecter has never fucking taken a bite out of my ass. Right? Because one of the things that's funny about that character, if you noticed, is the way he chooses his victims. They're all people that are like assholes.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like the Ray Liotta got it
the worst.
Probably either him or Gary Oldman, dude. I don't know. Like,
right?
Man.
They're all horrible people.
Yeah.
And so that, you know, of course, that was Thomas Harris's fucking stroke of genius, right? Because you don't really see, he's not really like that in the first novel in Red Dragon.
Yeah.
But in the second novel, by the third novel, he's like James Bond.
What's the third one?
Hannibal.
Okay.
Yes, which was turned into a movie by Ridley Scott.
So I have that one, but I thought that's my favorite one, Hannibal for sure. But and then
the novel is definitely worth reading. In the novel, it's more clear that that Thomas Harris is doing something really like fucked up and subversive with the character.
Yeah.
Right? Because the whole thing is in Silence of the Lambs, when that movie came out, people, whether they wanted to admit it or not, they were fucking rooting for him.
Oh yeah.
When he escapes.
Oh yeah, man. I'm down to see another one. Like he never got captured, right?
Mm-mm.
Like I'd be down to see another one, like where he produced it, and maybe if the writer's still alive, write another one. You know, because he still got away. He got away in Hannibal, right at the end. He took Clarice, right, and then they walked out of Gary Oldman's place while he was getting rubbed down by pigs, right?
Yeah, in the movie, I think he cuts his hand off. Right? Not in the novel. But it's just it's fucking hell, man. That dude's that dude's a fucking genius. But what's cool about him is that he takes his time. It took him 10 years, dude. When Silence of the Lambs came out, it was a hit as a novel, but it was a huge hit. It was a phenomenon for the film adaptation. And I actually think the film adaptation of that book is actually better than the actual novel.
Crazy, huh? That don't happen too much.
It doesn't happen very often.
Rarely,
but in this case, I think so. And so naturally, like the studio and the publisher, like, where's the next one? And he was like, I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Right?
Well, where is it? It's like, I don't know. It'll be when it's done. It's done.
Yeah, it's what the fuck?
10
you want
years.
Me to do? Hey, well, you know, and like
fucking years, right?
It's hard to have those gems lined up like that. You know,
exactly.
You just spend your whole life trying to like line up theoretical gems. What if they suck? And you just wasted 50 years,
right,
of lining shit up, having the next book ready. You know,
right. But when his agent got the publisher got the manuscript, it didn't not a single typo. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just going to take my sweet time because when it's done, it's done. That's what I love about French comics. French comics are kind of like that.
Yeah.
They don't come out regularly, right? It's just, but then when you get the book that your ass has maybe been waiting like a year and a half for, it's more perfect than perfect. Like uniformity, like those like the Elric books that have been coming out.
Yeah, those are nice.
Those are fucking dope.
I got to get the fourth one. I haven't even read the third one yet. I'm really looking. I got to read Stormbringer. So
I've got the fourth one, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
That's the White Wolf or something.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah. And oh man, fucking like those are the kind of comics we should be making. I think
that's the goal for me going forward. I mean, I'm again, still learning, but like that's the prestige format I want to do. You know what I mean? And I saw Vinny Tatamello doing that with Through the Woods. That was the first one where I was like, oh, this shit's fucking legit, dude. I'm like, this is something I might want to do some. Yeah, dude. And then I started buying getting more like for myself, and realized, why aren't we doing this?
Yeah.
Well, and why aren't our books art bigger? Yeah,
it's expensive. It's cost prohibitive.
That is true. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to do that. Every book, I'm gonna try to make it oversized and weird, like, but with different hard and big covers and things like that.
That
different
awesome.
prestige. I gotta. Well, you know what I'm doing with my next book. I got a little surprise for that. So I don't think hopefully no one does it. I've already seen some people doing some stuff similar, but not exactly like it. We got to be innovative,
We do. I mean, I love what 656 are doing with the die cut covers.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Yeah, that's sick. That reminded me of the Wolverine cover, the classified one on it with the Jim Lee.
Yeah.
I have that one somewhere in the garage.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
But this is a great series too. Black Sad, Dark Horse.
I remember that book. I mean, I remember seeing it's like a noir detective, right? It's
yes.
a cat and like the animal.
The anthropomorphic. Right? And all of the animals, whatever animal they are, that tells you about their personality.
Like a weasel or a rat.
Exactly. Right. So a snitch is a weasel, that kind of a thing.
That's what I was telling someone at work the other day. I was like, I don't fucking like weasels and I don't like rodents.
but the fucking the art is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, it's like painted. It's fucking like a Norman Rockwellian, basically.
Dude. Yeah.
Jaw dropping art in there.
Yeah. And I know like a lot of people didn't buy this because they're so freaked out by furries, and they were just like, "Oh, this is furry bait." I'm like, "It's not fucking furry bait. I know furry bait when I see it. This is not furry
jump to conclusions.
Bait.
People jump to conclusions about shit all the time.
Oh my god!
Like,
or B-stars, right?
Yeah.
Like people are like, "Oh, that's like a." No, it's not a furry thing. It's about the animal nature in human beings.
Well, yeah, dude. And it's like, motherfucker. A lot of people came from the '90s. We like Ninja Turtles and fucking X-Men. We like werewolves or not X-Men. Ninja Turtles and fucking Spider-Man had all those animals. You know what I mean?
Right. And we were cool with
werewolves and shit.
Yeah, and we were cool with having. And like also in the 80s, there were quite a few anthropomorphic books, and like during like the 80s indie boom, which I think was like a golden age for independent comics. Was the golden age for independent comics?
Yeah, definitely.
There were like quite a few anthropomorphic books. Critters was one, Usagi Yojimbo, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Just because they're anthropomorphics, it doesn't mean that it's designed to give you a fucking boner.
Yeah, dude. And they're in some ways, it could arguably be cooler because you get to draw fucking critters. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And for an artist, they're fun to draw. They're a lot more fun to draw than humans. Like I'd rather
beavers.
Probably rather draw like that than a human, dude. Like because you get to draw the claws and the fangs and the all the whatever the scales and all that.
Do you know? It's fun. Do you know who Timothy Truman is?
No.
Oh, you got to check him out. He did my favorite 80s independent comic book of them all, which was Grimjack.
Grimjack. That sounds familiar, bro.
If you've never read Grimjack, oh my god, get yourself some fucking Grimjack stat.
Damn, I got to get that. I want to get that's okay, and then I want to get the Sumerian. And then I heard
that's
Titan
really
picked
good.
up Conan. I was listening to Suga this morning, and Sim, and
he
was saying that fucking Titan. But I also heard that from somewhere else that Titan picked up the Conan rights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Titan Comics, and they do some other shit. They're doing that Bloodborne comic. I always wanted to play that game and read that comic, but I stayed away from it because it was too much like Butch Cleaver, and I didn't want to get too many influences because I already looking at it. Yeah, I already saw a bunch of shit in there. I'm like,
you didn't like it contaminated.
No, but now I've grown and I can say, you know what, fuck that. Now I can get some ideas from it. Now I go over there, I'll fucking take that shit. I don't give a fuck. It looks like something I could pull off,
Yeah, absolutely. ID Crisis says we got the every year thing figured out.
Oh man,
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
I'd love to put a book out every year, man. That'd be so cool.
Dude, if I had the dough, if I was
It's the
like,
dough, right?
that's the only reason I don't have 4 or 5 comic books coming out right now is because
Yeah.
of the dough.
Yeah, and like even if for me, like it's a lot of like time and money. Like if it like for me, like it takes 2 years to make like a 50 to 70 page book. You know, it's a lot of work, dude. You know what I mean? I try to knock out like, and I'm learning too. So I try to knock out for pencils and ink 2 pages a week. You know, and that's if
Nice.
I'm grinding 4 hours a day on pencils. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if I get all that done in a year, let's say 70 pages of inks and pencils in a year, then I got to do the colors. But if I could just hire a colorist, you know, it's thousands of dollars. So where am I going to get that?
It's the artist side is very labor intensive.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That doesn't mean that we writers that we don't bust our asses too.
Oh fuck yeah! Because if the story's not on point, then the fucking book's gonna suck, and no one's gonna remember it. You want them to come back and read it at least one more time.
You have to make them feel something.
Like how are they gonna like that? Like for me, like one more time. How many books have you gone back and read one more time? Not that many. I mean, you got a lot probably, but how many comics do you go back and read a second time?
Yeah, absolutely. Right? And that's one of the ways I also judge films. Right?
Oh yeah.
Where I'm just like, it's like something like Mad Max Fury Road. I don't need to see that again. Right?
That
I know
need
you
to watch it
enjoyed
again.
it. I know a lot of people enjoyed it. I was
I
annoyed.
could get some shit out of there. I could go watch that and get some ideas for Butch Cleaver 3. Because it's gonna be, they're gonna, you know, just visual, like fucking the way the people move. From a
technical standpoint.
From that, yeah.
From a technical standpoint,
and action, panels, movements of humans,
an achievement. As a Mad Max sequel, as a Mad Max reboot, get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, for me, it was like, where the fuck was Mel Gibson? To me, it seems like he would have been down to do it.
He would have, but he was radioactive at that moment.
He was just canceled probably, and that was probably woke as fuck or something.
No, I don't think. No, yeah, no. I think George Miller is a little woke.
He probably is, right?
Because because he hired, what's her face, Eve Ensler, who has changed her name to V, by the way. So she's V, the artist formerly known as Eve Ensler. That's how like far up her own ass this bitch is.
Like Prince,
right?
And,
and so she did a like a Broadway show called The Vagina Monologues.
Wow.
Right? And
so it's basically a bunch of queefs.
Yeah, well, very anti-male, right? Very a misandrist, I would say. Because, you know, I mean, look, I'm not a feminist, right? Because feminism where it is right now is not something I can fucking vibe with.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely not.
But like the second wave feminists, okay, you know, I'm certainly down with equality between the fucking sexes.
Yeah, well, there's
right?
I
mean that's just a fucking given.
Yeah, and a lot of dudes are getting mad now because women, like to a certain extent, only need men for so much because they could do everything now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, that's why we're making fuck dolls.
Yeah,
that's why we're making robots that we can fuck.
Yeah,
and that will probably also take out the garbage and walk the dog and do like a bunch of other shit.
Yeah,
women are gonna be pissed once those are fucking walking around.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fucking weird as fuck, dude. That's gonna be weird as fuck. It's gonna be like that dude that has the channel where he like has like his like dolls, like his like stable of like ho ho hos. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I forget the name. He's always on there with Cecil and Malin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like 20 dolls on the couch with him and shit. He's like,
this
one smelled like fucking tuna from South Bay or some shit.
I make sure that that thing is clean. That they keep that
clean.
Thing clean.
I can tell personality. You know what by the smell of her. Yeah. I've seen that dude.
Yeah. It's gonna be like that, but like with like dudes that have like fucking mad crazy money.
That's crazy,
because those are going to be expensive. But it's then maybe you know, people like you know, I'm thinking of like really sinister people in Washington, like really like war criminals, like Dick Cheney or like Henry Kissinger. I can imagine those people like having maybe tortured somebody to death at some point, or like hunted a human being.
Yeah, I
Do you
can
know what
see
I'm
that.
saying? Like I could see that. I could
That's
see
what they
that.
do. That's what the. Have you ever heard of like the Satan Circle?
Yes.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to get
I
clipped,
know.
but
I know.
yeah, it's kind of about that.
Bohemian Grove.
And some families are like can't go to certain parts of some royal families can't go to certain parts of Europe, or else they'll be put in prison because they've been found guilty of certain crimes of hunting people down in Canada.
Oh my god! Seriously?
Native tribes. Okay, well,
oh my god!
We'll talk about that later. Wow. That's an old time
It would,
magazine.
dude.
That's
That would
Time
not.
magazine.
That would not It would not fucking surprise me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, my god, it's like when you have everything like that.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are going to become jaded.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when sometimes when you get a lot of money, that happens to some people.
It does. It does.
Like,
actually, the more money you have, the less empathy you have towards other human beings.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So, I mean, I don't know, man. That's like when I was reading that book, Wanted, or was it Wanted? No, Nemesis. I got the Nemesis for $5 hardcover. I think I got that book off. I always wanted that book.
Nemesis the Warlock?
Nemesis, the Mark Miller book.
Where he's like the anti-Batman. I haven't read that. It's like
he's just going around like hunting all. Yeah, he's like the opposite of Batman. He's going around like killing all these people and doing. It's fucking weird. You got to read it though. He does some weird shit, and he has like an all white cape. White, yeah. My buddy got me into them. He's like, dude, you got to read fucking. Dude, I got a buddy that showed me like a bunch of like tricks on how to coloring, how to draw, how to fucking all these comics because I had been out of the game for so long. Right, like, dude, you got to read this shit. Read this shit. This is Millar. He writes comics for people that hate comic books or people that don't read comic books. That's for that watch movies, you know. So he tossed me that and Ultimates, and
Ultimates is fucking fantastic.
He tossed me The Boys too. That one's pretty funny. The first, I was like, whoa,
that's Garth Ennis.
Garth Ennis, yeah,
yeah. Whom I'm also a fan of.
Very similar to me, like the styles, similar, like they're kind of that rough,
I was at one point like thinking about doing SixGun Gorilla like in a Garth Ennis-y style. Mm-hmm. Have him like ripping people's legs off and jamming them up their asses and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, nah, you know what? There's already a Garth Ennis. Let Garth Ennis do Garth Ennis. Let me do me, right? Yeah. Which I think is always do you, because you're the only one that can do you, right? Yeah. And your influences are going to show, and all the stuff that you love it's going to show. But hopefully, you're doing something that's fresh, and you're kind of like saying your own expressing your own thing with it. Yeah,
that's the only thing. Because if you done like SixGun Gorilla Ennis style, you know what I mean, it would fizzle out eventually because it wasn't naturally what you wanted to do. You know what I mean? But or it might have because but you got to do you.
Well. Here's the thing. I got lucky. That people like identified with it and that people like loved it. Yeah. And like actually were like touched emotionally in some way. Oh, right. Yeah. That's epic for me. That's huge, man. Because like if as an artist, it's like most of us aren't really after money. I think what really motivates us is a desire for glory.
For me,
right?
Like I would say, I just want like what motivates me is just like a decent place to live, and for my kids to be provided for. And this is the same as most people in Comicsgate and in comics. And then a corner I could draw and create my books, and that's it. That's all I really need. That's not too much.
No. I can get by with comparatively little.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a pussy. I need a roof over my head. I need central plumbing.
A
full refrigerator. I need.
I'm a bitch when it comes to that shit. Like I'll fucking
computer.
I'll fucking
my fucking Blu-ray player, my surround sound.
Oh, for sure, bro.
My comic books.
Well, dude, it's the fucking modern world. Like, why am I gonna go live on a fucking ranch and fucking grow a bunch of shit and sit out in the sun with my white ass? Like, nah, dude. I'm gonna chill inside. I'm gonna learn how to fucking make comics and watch movies and I don't play video games really that much anymore though. Like I just don't have time, dude. Like I figure I could, like I want to, like really bad. Like I really want to go out and buy that new Evil Dead game, but then I'm like, I could back this book, or there's like
If it's
6 new
just
metal albums I want to get, you know?
yeah, but if it's just one game, that's okay. You can allow yourself to
Oh,
have that,
well, I got
right?
God of War. Dude, I got
Also,
5 games in there. I don't even play. I got God of War 4. That's the one I'm playing right now, but it's just like, fuck, dude, that's 2 hours I could have put on Hell War, you know what I mean? Like I could have been.
yeah, but sometimes you
That's the
need
only
that.
thing.
But sometimes
You
you
do.
need that shit too.
Well, sometimes I gotta go draw something else because I need to go back to the well. I need a break, otherwise it's fucking. And I just realized that about myself. Like if I'm drawing the same thing all the time, I need a break. I need to go and draw something else. Or if I'm writing the same thing, I need to write something else.
When
my writing,
when my writing is going really slow,
as
it is right now, you know, I'm realizing like, oh, I kind of need to like hop back and forth on like something else, right? So
that's pretty dope.
So I mean, but dude, I've got like a buttload of scripts.
Yeah.
I never stop writing.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, and you see this also with a lot of like indie comics guys, when writers, when they become successful,
Mhm.
you see this, but suddenly it's like they're coming out with like 3 books a month. Damn, how are they writing that fast? They're not.
Yeah, they got some like some bank stories too, and
exactly,
probably stuff that could work. You know, like maybe this Batman story could go with this Daredevil story. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could tweak it a bit. You know, maybe this, I don't know, like stuff like that. You know what I mean?
They're mining their old shit, which is perfectly fine as long as it's quality.
Yeah, and it works with the story and the character, I guess. If it's
and then also, you know, they could do just take it out, do a couple of tweaks or something like that. Like David Cronenberg, he wrote Crimes of the Future 20 years ago.
Oh,
and it was asked. He was asked in an interview. So, like, what did you change? And he was like, not a freaking word.
Right.
Nothing. So he was just like, yeah, this is good. Right. So, but
I gotta watch that. Oh man.
but I mean, you know, but then you're talking about like a virtuoso.
Yeah, he's right. You know, he's a visionary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my brewskis real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, rock and roll, brother.
Sorry, dude. I'll be right back.
No, don't apologize.
I thirst.
Yeah, go, and I'll hold the fort. Goddamn traitor, man, that motherfucker. First chance he gets, fucking turn your back on him. He fucking sticks the shank in there. But yeah, go check out Butch Cleaver. Matt is going to be somebody to watch for sure. It's one of the things I love about this scene is watching people leveling up and getting better and better at the shit that they do. Anyway, since this was intended as a somewhat a shill stream, closing the campaign this weekend, motherfuckers. And so that means, well, you can get the Preston Acevedo cover. Wrap around. Check that shit. Here, hold on. Let me embiggen. There we go. Check it out. You can still get this, right? And you can get it either with the print or Virgin. If you back, just let me know which one you want, and I shall ship it your way. Also, the Vinny Tardamella cover, bitches. Check that out. For fuck's sake, people. If you don't want to back these, that's totally fucking cool. Times are hard. I understand, right? I don't get to spend as much money on backing books as I would like to. Shit's tough all over. However, you know, if you're, don't be that dude or that chick that like hits me up like the day after the campaign closes, or like 5 minutes after the campaign closes. I'm like, oh yeah, that limited edition thing, that collectible thing. Yeah. Can I still get that? Please don't do that to your boy. Please don't do that to me, because that puts us in like a situation where it's just like, well, we want to like hook you up. We would love to take your fucking money, right? But to do so would mean like stabbing our backers in the back, because suddenly that shit's not collectible anymore, or not as collectible. Oh yeah, SixGun Gorilla. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about the fucking fan art contest, dude.
Still got what? What, 2 more days?
I think. Yep. I believe you are the winner.
What?
Yeah, I think. I'm pretty
Oh, shit.
sure. I'm pretty
Well,
pretty
2
sure.
more days. 2 more
Because
days.
I didn't hype that shit as like I should have. But yeah, that's fucking fantastic, dude. I fucking love that thing. It's fucking badass.
Hopefully someone comes in and takes it from me, but hopefully not, because I want that whatever the prize is.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I should yeah, no, I mean the give me the prize is a hold on a sec, let me grab that thing.
I love drawing this fucking character too. I thought I was the first guy to give him fucking feet guns, but no, I wasn't. There's a lot of people doing that. I think Preston gave him feet guns. Did Preston give him feet guns, or Sim did? Sim gave him feet guns. That's what it was, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. He does use his feet in one action scene in issue 7, and you're gonna see him use his feet a lot in issues 9 and 10.
And these suspenders are your suspenders right here.
Oh,
He's getting 2 Gatling
that's
guns.
crazy.
But I also got the idea from Josh Brolin and Jonah Hex. He did it in the movie. That was one of the.
That's
it was
right.
a cool little popcorn scene.
Yeah,
the movie sucked balls, but you know,
it sucked balls as a Jonah Hex movie.
Yeah.
And the problem was they wanted to make Jonah Hex steampunk.
Yeah, no,
which they also did in the fucking comic books. And Jonah Hex is not fucking steampunk.
Nah,
he's Southern Gothic.
I was
he's
trying to
weird Western.
I was gonna do that with Butch Cleaver, and I'm like, nah, get that shit out of here. Like when I was creating it like 10 years ago, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I wanted to give SixGun Gorilla though a cape, bro. That's why I gave him the poncho, and I wanted that shit ripped up. I don't know. Well, I thought it'd be kind of cool seeing a gorilla, and I've seen him in some years. He has a poncho, but with the cape and then a big fucking hat, like trying to give him a cool hat. And I don't know, man.
I mean, I am. Here's the thing. Once I wrap up the series, this arc. Oh, what you got there? Blanche Chambly.
I know. Sim can pronounce it.
Yes, yeah.
Without
mangling it like I just did. But
it tastes fire.
Yeah, actually,
Belgian wheat, 5%.
Oh, I love wheat beer.
Coriander and orange peel.
Coriander,
dude, it's pretty fire, dude. Like this is something Brian would drink right here.
They put some fucking wacky shit in beer that actually ends up working.
No, I put some shit in beer now. Like even the shitty beer, like as long as it's imported, it's decent.
Yeah,
I swear.
It's
what were you saying about SixGun? You were just saying before
what was I
stupid hand.
No. I was gonna say after I wrap up the first arc, I do in the future want to do more SixGun Gorilla shit, and I might jump around in time.
That would be fun.
And he's gonna have different looks.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And cool. Because he's gonna go into he's gonna have to do something. He's gonna have to have an occupation, bounty hunter.
I was about to say, yo, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I mean that's where I think that's where I was always headed with this character. But yeah, check it out.
I like that.
Signed by the artist whose name I shan't mention because he doesn't want anything to do with me.
That's cool, man.
And when I declared CG, was just like, I'm gonna cancel you, and and it turned out, and I was pretty pissed off about the whole thing, and also just like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna fucking cancel the fucking issue, and then I think it was like Sim and some other people. I have an inner drama queen. You see it. You see her very rarely, right?
We all do.
But I do have a bitch in me. That's just kind of like that
we all do, bro. Especially
blow shit
as
out
creators.
Of proportion.
We all do. We're passionate people, dude. That's why we do our comics and we're artists.
I know.
You know what I mean? I think that I really do feel that way.
I do too.
I'm speaking about creators that make like comics and anything that's in the arts, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Writers and artists, and that's broad.
We can be very temperamental.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Right? Very temperamental. But whenever that happens, I always check myself like within like a day.
Yeah, me too. And when people like kind of flip out and shit too, like in CG or indie or comics, I try not to, hold shit, take it to the butt.
No.
But if it's like a continuous trail of like fucking bullshit, and it's like,
and
fuck this,
fuckery.
fuck
like
this guy, fuck this bitch, or whoever
if
it
you've
is. You know what I mean?
if you've actively fucked with me as someone who shall not be named,
Yeah.
if you've actively fucked with me, like once, okay, whatever, twice, okay, whatever, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, okay, now, and like I said, especially if you fuck with my money,
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
right? Especially
Exactly.
I'm sorry, that I take personally.
Well, it's like they talk shit about fucking what's his face fucking with people's money. What's his name? Liam. It's the same shit. You going and canceling people's channel, where you're fucking blocking their campaign for whatever style of fucking block it's you want to do. It's still fucking taking money out of people's pockets.
It
is.
Fucked up. It is. So. And it is. And I like Liam, but he fucked up.
Yeah, Liam fucked up.
Mind you, once again, broken, damaged, fucking human being.
Yeah.
Right? Sinner. Idiot. Right? Asshole
me too.
sometimes.
Me
right?
Too.
Yeah, because we're damaged, like I said, human beings, damaged fucking goods. But yeah, no, I try not to hold a grudge because I'm very good at holding a grudge.
I don't do it anymore, man. They got to do some weird shit to me.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I used to hold them and it fucked me up. I think it gave me the shingles one time, like literally, or physically. So I physically can't get too mad and I can't carry around the hate with me, or else I will get sick. It fucks with my nervous system. It fucks with my I can't. I used to like that. I used to use
that's
the hate.
a message.
Well, I used to use the hate and the rage to fuel my work and my passions, and it would give me fucking energy. But that came with a cost, I think, and that's how I think I got the shingles. And you're not supposed to get that till you're like 60 or something.
Yep.
I got it when I was like fucking 30 years old, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just painful, bro. I've heard.
Yeah, I got it on my rib cage and on my back. And I was at work lifting up a fucking table, like just lifting up a metal table off the ground, and I was like, and the boss was like, hey, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Pick that shit up, dog. I'm like, I can't move. Ain't nothing wrong with you, hey? Pick that shit up, dog. And I'm like, no. And I fucking,
you don't understand.
He's like, oh shit, you're fucked up, huh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, help me move over to the side. When I was doctor, like, you got the shingles. But yeah, dude, that's why I don't carry it around too much. But I know when people are fucking
bad for you.
Yeah, it's bad for you. So I just let shit go. You know what I mean?
It's literally poison.
Well, yeah, it's stress. You got to carry around with you. You know what I mean? And you have to just fucking like go to a hot tub and like fucking sweat it all out, go in a sauna and sweat the fucking stress toxins out and move forward. But don't forget about that motherfucker. Know that the fucking the cock blockery like fucking did happen. And
forgive, but don't forget. That's my rule. Forgive, but don't forget. You know,
you don't have to forgive. I don't even get.
Well,
that's a good way to put it. That's a common one for me. It's like I don't forgive. It's just like fuck you. Like I just forget you. Or, I mean, I don't forget you, but it's just like I don't acknowledge you too much anymore, and I'm not gonna forget it because that shit's fucked up, dude. And we only live once, and you're fucking with the clock.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Was that Sim in the chat? What up, Sim? Hop
El
in.
Siminator.
Feel free to hop in if you feel like hanging out. If you don't feel like hanging out, that's totally cool as well.
I think see if he got that spot, dude. That shit was tight as fuck.
What spot?
That Patty was looking at.
What? Oh yes, no, he got it. He got it.
What?
Yeah.
I was praying for that fool, man.
I know. I was
like hoping he was gonna get that shit, dude.
Dude, fingers and toes.
Yeah,
fingers and fucking toes, man. Yeah, because I mean, it's just like but that's the thing, man. That's another thing. It's just like if your friends aren't genuinely happy for you when shit goes your way, they're not really your friends.
No,
right? Because the way I see it, it's just like when your friends do well, victory, like one for our side, one for our team. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And yeah, no, I'm not going to even begin to talk about the person that I'm thinking about right now. Once again, because who needs the fucking hate? Who needs the fucking stress? Anger's okay.
A little bit.
Anger can be fucking useful. Like you can actually you can weaponize.
That's what I told you. That's what I did. But the anger specifically, that shit can fuck you up. It can fuck with your nerves a bit.
Yes.
Because I used to keep it right here, you know, and like take the abuse too. You know what I mean? And use that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
absorb it, like
Yeah.
like Gambit, you know, and then
Yeah. Like,
you know,
right.
use
Keep
it.
hitting me. Keep hitting me. Keep hitting
That's
me.
not
I'm not
good,
going
though.
down. I'm not going down.
I mean, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not good though.
No, it's
You gotta
It's
find a way to
not.
take it, but you can't store that energy. You have to let it deflect. So
Well, you
instead
know
of
what's
gathering it,
interesting? Yeah.
deflect it and just keep chilling, motherfucker, and just staying
Yes.
positive. Be good
Yes.
to people,
Yes.
and have a little fun each day.
Yes.
That's it.
Be kind to yourself. Be kind to
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, you gotta be kind to yourself a little bit too.
You do. You
You
do.
don't want to be a narcissist, but like you're like, hey
No.
buddy, hey, you know, it's your birthday. You look in the mirror, hey buddy, we did it again. And you look back, you're like, think about your whole life. Like, look at little Matt Burke, like what he did. Look at little Brian, you know what I mean? Like, look at what you know, we're still here, motherfucker. You're telling yourself that, you know, we're still kicking, you know. Look what we've done. I made comic books, you know what I mean? Like fucking little comics that SixGun Gorilla that people are gonna read.
Man,
you know what
I mean? We are so fucking lucky to be doing what we're doing.
Oh yeah, I've been lucky before I even came to CG because I already had published Butch Cleaver and got it slabbed and shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, cool. And then CG came out, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm gonna bring the book over here. And then met Rotten Glory, and he was like, dude, it's cover, and started doing a new book. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is even better. And now I'm working on something new.
Miss that dude, man. Miss that dude. Really wish he would pop in. At least let us know that he's doing okay.
The moment
what up, Felix?
It's like, dude, make that Viking book. And then he was I'm like, re-release that Viking book that you did on Images and shit. And he was like, all right, see you later, bye.
So
yeah. What up, Sim? How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother, man?
I'm doing good. I just got off the CronCon little animation panel right now. I was gonna chill out, then I saw you guys were live, and I'm like, well, hello.
Pops isn't like mad that I'm like streaming while he's.
Of course, he's pissed. Like he just keeps swearing your name. You're a piece of shit. You're everything.
Shaking the fist
and by the way, you just said in the chat, don't forget we're closing this baby tomorrow.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So I mean,
so it just voided everything I just said.
Okay.
What's up, Felix?
Oh man.
And I don't know if you saw, but I launched a Kickstarter for Tales of the Nightverse 2 today.
No, dude. Link. Post the link.
I just shared it.
Okay.
We're at 9 backers. We're like already like almost halfway there.
Oh, dude.
I put it in Canadian, but in US it says 1,540.
Damn.
And we're at 751. I put
That's sweet, dude. I'm fucking happy for you, bro. He told me you got that spot, dude. Brian was saying you got that spot.
Yes, but I picked another one.
Are you serious? No, oh man, we were looking forward to the art gallery.
Yeah, but the thing is, I couldn't do shit. I couldn't put nothing on the wall.
What? Yeah, sometimes that sucks.
Yeah, because it's dude, the wall was very like it's all wood, like it's mahogany. You know what I mean? Like it's old wood, it's ancient wood.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
For the price that I was gonna pay, not being able to put nothing on the walls and having to I went I'll grab another apartment and we signed the lease and everything went easy. And the landlord is a fucking weeb and geek like I am.
That's
cool. I'm fucking good. And it's back in the neighborhood where I grew up.
Full circle.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, but it's temporary, so we're gonna live there for like at least a year or two, depending if the kids all move out. But you get my drift. Yeah. But the idea is to be able to settle down, keep working on my little business, because you guys know I made the big plunge, so I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
So hopefully everything's gonna keep going well, and
it will.
It will.
In a year or two, it's going to be a house, and I'm going to be able to print a whole bunch of fucking 3D model for all my friends and have fun, because that's the entire fucking plan of everything. It's just I cannot sign up to do anything for you guys right now, because I'm alone and I'm doing this.
Just got to keep doing it, and that's what you're going to do,
So Southpaw is going to be on the back burner then?
It has nothing to do with that.
I can like take my time with that, because I have been thinking about sending you some script pages just to look over.
But I didn't say anything about that. I'm talking like me building my studio, because the idea is I want to have multiple 3D printers. I want to have 2 different types. Because the idea is it's not. I don't just want to do models. My bro does props. Yeah, and he's a metalsmith. He does swords.
No shit.
He's a blacksmith.
No
So
fucking way.
that's our dream. Like that's why he's studying science and shit like that. And
Metallurgy.
Yeah, but the idea is that dude, he wasn't in Mexico. He was making swords. He was a blacksmith.
that's what my father-in-law does. He lives
Okay.
in La Paz. He makes swords.
Oh
He's
shit.
a blacksmith.
So the idea is that that was our dream. Technically, it's I start building all of this with my comics, building IPs, building this, and eventually doing little models, doing a board game. Like I've told you my entire plan.
Yes. Yeah. No, you.
And the end game is to be able to move in a big place, to have a nice freaking enough room to build a place where we can build every fucking thing we want. Like the props, the thing, like every fucking thing.
Yeah, I
he's
think
even he's studying robotic too. Like, get my drift?
Yeah,
dude. Yeah. Just keep doing that.
I could see you guys maybe doing like a big art project, like War or something like that.
I do. This
where it combines everything.
Guy,
yeah, dude. That would be. Oh, there you go. I like those characters are cool to draw.
dude, you are nothing if not ambitious.
Yeah.
No one can ever call you a low ambition having motherfucker.
It's like every idea I've heard, like I got this fucking groundbreaking idea from CG. Every single time I hear it, fucking Sim's like already done it. or it's fucking in the spectrum of Sim's already suggested it. Like 90, 85% of the time, Sim's already fucking like kind of
he's there.
About
he's
it
there.
Before. It's just that I can't do everything, and I hope that other people can do it, and I don't always get credit for it.
You could clone the Sim, dude. You got to get a simulator.
But it's one of the things that I was doing a bit. Is like, a lot of people, if you don't know this, but the thing is, when I first started trying to work on my own, I didn't know shit about business.
Oh yeah, right.
I didn't know shit.
Don't.
So I was going to cons, spending money to this trips, that. Hotels, and so not knowing I could deduct it from freaking taxes and put it in expenses and all that stuff. So right when I started like planning everything for my Blood Hunt campaign, I started understanding that I needed a plan. I needed to know about business. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't know, but from 2019 to 2020, during that campaign, I was in business school for entrepreneurs. I have a fucking diploma that I did during the Blood Hunt campaign. Because I launched in 2018. I didn't know nothing about business that much, right? So while I did it during, I'm like, I need to learn business. I need to have a freaking game plan. I need to know I need to be able to understand and know about shipping, taxes, how to reduce, everything. And
you see, like you're one of those dudes like Adam, right? And I'm like so not like you guys. I'm just very glad I know you.
Well, it just comes down to the plan. Like they both have plans.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's hard to get those plans.
Yeah, I like Adam. I like Adam too.
Adam got dude. The fucking.
We could talk for hours. I'm pretty sure. Like,
oh, dude, and a super cool guy, a super authentic guy, and like genuinely fun to work with, and somebody who has like really good storytelling instincts. Although, of course, it's not all instinct. It's you learn about the craft of storytelling. You read your classics, and and hopefully you're Carl Jung and you're Joseph Campbell and all that shit too. Although I don't think every storyteller has to do that. But I think genuine geniuses, I think they're like really fucking rare. I think they're like 1 in a million, right? There's like Da Vinci, right? Like people like that, where it's just like, there's no way that motherfucker had to like work that hard. Like that dude was just naturally fucking awesome.
Naturally an alien, dude.
Yeah, but I think like the rest of us, we have to bust our fucking balls, and we have to try and put in effort every day for fucking decades.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, hopefully, we get to a place where our work is professional. That was always my goal. That was always my main goal is this professional quality. And I'm putting out stuff where people are just like, man, this doesn't look like an indie. I'm just like,
exactly.
All right. And
That's
that
the
shit.
same. That's the same comment I've been getting too. Like when people see my boot, they're like, "Dude, that doesn't look like it. It looks like higher end than like, yeah." There you go.
Dude. There is, and of course, Adam has a long game plan. We worked on something. I'm not gonna. Not wait. Did I sign an NDAA? Yeah, fuck Adam. I'll just let y'all know. No. No. We worked on something. Called that's like a cross between like The Wrestler and The Shining. And so that's going to be coming out. He's also adapting it as a screenplay because as I suspected when I was working on it, I think it's going to be a springboard for a wrestler going into acting. That's my general understanding. Whether that happens, who knows? But dude, he just fucking killed it with the fucking The Exiled. With the Wesley Snipes thing, holy fucking shit, dude!
Oh yeah, on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, last I checked, it was like at 75. Like, god damn! And of course, a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's fucking Wesley fucking Snipes. It's fucking Blade,
yeah,
right?
Blade.
And
even have the same haircut. But.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, clearly the character is like, it looks like it's like him circa 20 years ago. Because he's obviously lost a lot of weight, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And, hopefully he's still in good health, but yeah, there's this thing called aging.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But once a G, always a G, I say, right? It's just like, that's one of the things I like about Europe. That's not the case in America. It's like if you're a star, if you were a star, you're always a star. And it's not like that ever changes. Where here it's just like, oh, what have you done lately? That attitude. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're only as good as the day.
And by the way, I was not laughing at what you said. I laughed at the comment of ID Crisis. Sim is where our sex robots are going to come from.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's gonna call the Sim Ink Slayer Wrench.
Yeah, and it's just like, and you can let guys know, like, here it's like going to the bunny ranch, but you're not even really cheating. Is it really any different from like your wife using a vibrator? Right? The argument can be made. If you're I'm sorry, if you're having sex with a toaster, it's not cheating.
I remember Cherry 2000.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie, Matt? Are you familiar with it? Cherry 2000?
No, sir.
You have
check
to
it
watch
out.
It, dude.
Tell this fool about that movie while I get a quick refill.
When you watch it, right, it's going to give you this a bit of the same effect as when you watch Demolition Man.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the thing. It's the entire premise, right? It's in the near future, right? And you learn that everybody has to go and meet up and a club, and they all walk around with a USB key, showing each other in sexual prowess to kind of like get a date, and then they meet with a lawyer to decide what's gonna happen, how the intercourse, how many times he's gonna get his dick sucked or not. It's a legal contract of how do you call it? Anyways, I forget what they call those things when consent. There you go. Yeah. It's all about consent and stuff like that, right? And then a lot of people went fuck off, and they're just having their sex droids. And the story starts that the guy has an old model of a sex droid that he's in love with, and then they start fucking during she does the laundry, and then she gets wet and she has a short circuit, and then he decides that he needs to go to the wasteland to go find a replacement part, right, or another body where he can put the same disc in it and retrieve the same robot that he loves, and then he meets Mick Griffin. Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy, dude.
It's fucked up. Like it's an old movie, but when you watch it, it's still like, yeah, it's people now.
Pretty much, right? It's a profit, right? Man, those Sumerian books look badass, dude. I want to get those. I seen when it first came out at the comic store when they were in floppy form. I'm like, fuck, I want to get these, but I just didn't. I was just kind of sticking to my pull. It was deteriorating, and I was backing books. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they're like 20 something, 20, 23, 25 US. I think
they're beautiful. And I remember your boy, he's acted like a review of one. He's like, yeah, I don't like this. I'm like, you're smoking crack, Zach. This shit's tight as fuck.
And
Like,
Pops, I see you. You say you let me in, but we don't have control. So you're gonna have to wait Brian to come back. Yep.
And we can be talking about the closeout tomorrow on Pop Show, and tonight too. We talk about the book a little bit.
I got my Shadow of the Kraken yesterday.
Oh yeah, I got mine a few days ago, and I got my fucking Blade Devil yesterday.
Oh motherfucker!
That shit's big as fuck. The Blade Devil.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to have it.
I was like, damn, and I'm like, I don't want to look at this. I just put it on this tower, dude. I got like 20 or 30 books I got to read. I actually, I'm sorry. What was that?
No, it's okay. Go.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm gonna hate a bunch of people are gonna hate me, but I'm actually like excited to read Red Rooster. I've had that shit for a while, and I've been wanting to read it. I didn't even read the one in the stores because you know what I mean. But and then I picked up I think Bass Reeves at the store, and I got the Nora Saga. I read that to my kid. She liked that one a lot. But yeah, I mean from the get I wanted to read Red Rooster. And I know there was a bunch of drama that went down with that shit, but yeah, I'm excited just because I like the pulp shit. And then Groken, I wanted to read that. I fucking his book launched, and I was like, "Fuck, I want to read this shit." That dude's art's so badass.
Yeah, I want to buy it too. It's just I was waiting to get my new address.
It's so cool, dude. It's like fucking. I have got a character in there.
Chris has my issue 1, and I want to back the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't even read the first one, and I backed the second one just because I already fucking knew I would like it.
I'm still waiting for my Kill Journal. It's in that box.
Oh yeah, the Kill Journal, dude. I read that one, did a little review about it. And I like to do reviews, dude. Most of the books the books I do reviews on are the books I like. You know what I mean? And a lot of people just don't even do reviews, whether they like or don't like the books in indie comics or in CG or adjacent to CG. They just don't fucking do reviews at all, So I think it's cool when people do that, man. We get to see like what we're putting out there. You know what I mean? And I like to talk about, what's going on in the books what I like, what I see in the book that looks fucking tight or something that happens in there. You know what I mean? Kill Journal was dope, and I've noticed a couple people are kind of doing similar stuff where they have like these slasher-esque type Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers type characters, and they're putting them in the story. There's a book that came out by some horror publisher from Wales. I think they're called Afterlight Comics. He's got one too that just popped on indie. It's on a Kickstarter right now. It looks tight though, dude. And he's done like 30 campaigns. And I remember when he started out, like he started out in like 2016, like right when I started doing Butch Cleaver, and I remember him on Instagram. And this fool just kind of blew up over the last 10 years, like he's publishing mad fucking horror books, dude. And
talking about the what's his face? Why am I blanking on his name? The Ebon Press guy. Is that who you're talking about?
Not him. No, I'm talking about this guy. Not this guy. I'm talking about this guy named Oliver something. His book's called his company's called Afterlife Comics. He's not CG, but he's put out like 30 Kickstarters. It's all horror books.
Huge douche. Check if Pops is still in the back, please.
Yeah, Pops was trying to knock in.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Hold on.
I figured
what up,
we
Pops?
could go over your campaign a bit. What up, Pops?
What's that?
Let me know if you want me to scroll down and if you want to talk about it a little bit, Brian.
Shots. No. I was actually thinking about maybe doing drinking on the stream, but
why not? Take some shots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe. I know I got some tequila upstairs.
This big
got my name on it.
He's taking some six shots right here.
But
did you guys see the recipe that was in the Necroholic? The Necroholic book? It has a couple of drink recipes, and one of them is for Patron.
Yeah.
It's the Patron Cafe and espresso and a shot of Cabo.
Oh wow.
Oh man, I'm thinking drunk like a motherfucker, but wide awake.
Yeah, tequila is funny that way because I mean, it doesn't make me go crazy, but I know like too many people who have winded up in jail because of it.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. With the tequila, that's something personally I think that
make you loco.
You gotta like just do maybe 2 or 3 shots, and then if you want, you can do one a day. Like it's good for the health. I think you could do a shot a day of tequila, and a shot a day of rye, and a glass of wine.
Right. Like that's the thing about alcohol is like a little bit's actually good for you, like the French paradox.
Yep.
How it like lubes up your arteries.
Yeah,
right?
and the Germans, they drink that weak alcohol beer. It's like 3 or 4%. You know, you see like 100-year-old German ladies still drinking. You know, it's cleaning out the blood.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But
She's got like 24 hours left, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You want to talk about her a little bit, Brian?
Yeah.
I'll scroll down.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. Yeah, everybody. This is my It's like my 5th campaign, and it's the 8th issue. I've delivered on every campaign, so one thing for sure, you're gonna get your fucking book. You're not gonna have to wait 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and I'm not gonna name any names, but you know who I'm talking about. If you have absolutely no experience with SixGun Gorilla, go download the first issue for free. Like one of the things I believe in is you should always let the customer get a chance to kick the tires and drive it around the block once and see if it's something that you like. But also it's the old drug dealer principle of first one's always for free. Right?
Also, there you see it right there. It gets fulfilled. You see it right here in my hand.
Yes.
Look at that. And all the rest of them too. I read the first
Anyways, I'm part of the campaign, and every campaign I ever fucking been part of, they fulfill.
Yep. Oh, Sim, dude, without a fucking question, and Matt too, right? It's like we deliver fucking consistently, and you know what? I've out of especially the CG books that I've backed, I've gotten, I would say 9 out of 10.
Dude, don't get me started. I went and changed my address on a lot of campaigns, and I'm like, oh boy, those are late. There's a lot.
Oh shit!
It is a lot, dude. And right there, it even says it. Read this first issue right there, right when you scroll down.
Yep.
And that first issue, no, I'm not plugging this because Brian's one of my best friends. But that first issue, once you read it, if you really like comic books, like reading comics, you will fucking buy the next issues after that. It's just that fucking good.
I believe.
There's no waste time. Just
I
get
believe
the fucking
that.
trade.
I believe. I believe. I believe that. I mean, I wouldn't put out the first issue for free if that's the thing I also do at conventions is I'll have my books, I'll have copies for people to flip through, right? And very often people just don't even they'll just take a peek at the first issue or something like that, maybe take a peek at another, and then they don't even bother going through the rest. They're just like, yeah, okay, and then they will snap them up.
It's like, what are you, 12 years old? You're just looking at the covers? It's like, what, are you going to read the motherfucker or what?
Well, that's the thing is,
I cannot tell a lie, Brian. I bought this book. I backed this book, and I'm a story guy. Everybody knows it. I'm not an artist. I backed this book because of Preston's cover.
Yeah, that cover is just like,
oh, dude, it's fire. It's fire.
And
metal
I don't do that
metal as fuck
at all, where I back a book based on the one piece of art. I rarely do that. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Sends me the whole stack, so I can read the story, and I love you for that, bro.
Oh, no worries, brother.
I read the first 4, and I'm really happy with what I've got in this hand, and I can't wait till I get to read what's in this hand.
Which Matt doesn't have because Matt still hasn't gotten shit from me, evidently. I'm about 95% done with fulfillment.
To make a meme of that, Matt still hasn't got it.
But I did fuck up. And run out of books, and had to reorder. Right, but everybody that's from that moment on when I had to
do you really consider that a
fulfillment? You're getting a bonus.
Reorder more. I consider that a bonus.
Yeah, but
you had to reorder more.
But here's the thing: is when you start fulfillment, you're gonna get a lot of messages when people see that they're getting their books. A lot of people can send you messages like, have you sent my book yet? Where's my book? Etc. Which it's fine for them to do, right? It's your right, and as a backer, as far as I'm concerned, right? Because you gave me you did the fucking honor system, right? Because that's really what this is. That's what crowdfunding is. It's the honor system.
Crowdfunding is.
And, you don't know. Well, here's the thing. It's like when you give somebody your money, you don't know if you're going to actually get what they're promising.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I've gotten stiffed. All of us have. Right? Mm-hmm. I've been waiting for my copy of The Lonely War of Willie Schultz for, I don't know, I think that's about like 4 years late. The person that was going to fulfill that, basically I had taken a bunch of Sam Glanzman's a war comic and was kind of like restoring it in a beautiful hardcover and everything like that. Yeah, never got that thing, but that's the anomaly. It's when you establish a track record, people know that they're going to get their shit. You're going to get your shit. If it's a little bit late, I apologize, but look, I don't want to like
go back a few years. Like crowdfunding did not have a good track record.
No, it didn't. But right now it does.
Yep.
And a lot of that is because of guys like Matt and guys like Sim and guys like me, because we also understand that we're not just representing ourselves; we're representing a scene, a movement, a community.
The way I look at books I'm going to back has shifted slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I look a lot more now at when they plan on getting the book out. And if they're asking me for money a year ahead of time, that's a little sus.
Right.
That's a little sus. What do you need the money a year ahead of time for if you don't plan on going to the printer till next September?
Well, the question is if the book is done or not.
Because they give themselves a year to produce the goddamn thing.
They give themselves a year to collect interest off everybody's money and maybe produce a book a year from now. We don't know what's going to happen a year from now. This guy could get hit by a fucking bus, man. Look,
it's true. It's true.
Don't ask me for money a year ahead of time. Okay.
Yeah. You're always taking a chance.
Book in demand. If you're doing that, at least keep your book in demand until you're ready to go to print, so that I can give you my money when I'm getting, when you're closer to actually producing the book.
Right. Right. But at the same time, it's like we don't make a lot of money on these books. I could
back somebody else rather than give that person that money to hold on to for a fucking year that I don't even know if I'm going to get that book.
Well, yeah,
the leap you got to take, though, man. Sometimes people need the money to hire a team. Like if I want someone to color my book, that's $7,000.
Still, does it take a year?
It could take a year.
It can. It depends.
It depends how many pages. It depends how many pages you're doing and what you're talking about. If you look at the Space Bastard campaign,
you should already know what it's going to cost you. You should already have your time. When you're talking about a year, like you haven't even paid an artist yet. That guy can pick up a different job before.
Can
I give you an example?
You need the money to pay the artist.
Can I give an example really quick?
Pick up a different job before you ever get the money in your hand, and then not to get to your book 6 months later.
Yeah, but you don't want to pay the artist all up front. You want to pay them in like little increments. That's how they like to work most of the time. Also, they might take the money to run.
You muted yourself, and two, you have to calm down a little bit.
No, I muted him because I'm an asshole, and I wanted to see how long he was going to keep talking before he noticed.
Because you have to understand that the main model from any crowdfunding is that you have a year to produce anything that you offer.
Well, that's crowdfunding. Otherwise, you're just taking orders, pre-orders. It's like
now that there's different models that can be applied, that's all perfect and everything. Like it's not everybody that can get their book halfway done like I can or something.
My point is that you're asking for the money. You're not going to get the money now for another 60 days or whatever. So you can't pay that guy. Yes, until you get the money in your hand anyway, and he might get a paid job between now and then, and that just sets you back another 6 months.
You are that guy. Can I just tell my story real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so I wrote this thing for Preston, and it was basically a redo of an old IP of his called Nine Devils, right? And so he was like, "Hey, would you be willing to write this thing?" So I wrote it for him on spec, right? And was just like, fuck yeah, right? Excited to be working with somebody like him for sure, right? Same way it's exciting to be to work with somebody like Sim. It's like, oh fuck yes, this should be cool, right? And he's like, I like this so much. Like I want to do it like French style. I want it so that it looks like Requiem, a Vampire Night. And I'm like, okay, like hell yeah, fuck yeah, super happy to hear that. But then he's like, but that might take me like 2 years.
Yeah.
And can I launch a campaign where I'm telling people up front, you're going to be waiting 2 years for this book?
Yeah.
Now
no,
you
most people don't
can't.
want to hear that.
No, they don't want to hear it. But how many people have been waiting 2 or 3 years for a fucking book?
Yeah, you got to tell like me. I don't give a fuck. You can tell me 3 years as long as you're going to do it, and I'm going to gamble on that. And I have that. I'm going to take the my money. I'm going to give it to you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have.
I'm going to kiss that money goodbye.
I'm cutting somebody else out of backing. I'm cutting somebody else out.
Yeah, but Bob, that's a one way of seeing it.
Well, I mean,
it's not. Yeah, but it's not
money. So,
yeah.
if I go back somebody that's not going to produce a book for another year or 16 months, I could have backed somebody who's going to have that book in my hand in 4 months or 6 months.
That's true.
Yeah, well, as a consumer,
a lot of people out there.
As a consumer, well, that's the thing is we're creators and consumers, but it's cool just to talk to people who are just consumers because it gets us out of our own heads. And
I'm just a consumer, guys. I'm not a creator.
Right,
Yeah, but you have to also understand that there's a day job, or there's a job, there's work, there's extra work that the creator has to freaking take during that year to keep going. Because unless you make $50,000 on a campaign, you do have.
Some of them make more than that, and they're still out there a year. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Oh, the more, the better the campaign does. This is the rule. At least in CG, the better the campaign does, the longer you're going to be waiting for your book. That's just the truth, right? That's just the truth.
And to me, it's like the people that are getting paid a lot. The people that are getting paid a lot of money should be able to produce a book faster.
That's what I'm. Well, that's why I was like genuinely annoyed with fucking Zach, right?
That's why I'm genuinely annoyed with books that are that far out, especially people that are making a big old chunk of money.
Well, that's a different conversation altogether. Because then you got like institutions there you're dealing with.
Yes.
They got fuck tons of money to pay teams and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Zach is like doing like Expendables comics and shit. Does does he even like know that people like us even still exist? It's just like they're in another universe. They live in another world. And at the same time, as a consumer, like I bitched at him a little bit on the campaign page for Jawbreakers. Was like, dude, I was taking care of my sick mother, and I got 2 fucking campaigns fulfilled.
That's what I'm.
You mean to tell me that you just got paid $250,000 and you can't fulfill on one? Bitch, please. Bitch, please.
There you go.
That's it.
I look at little guys like Paul Gomez who put out 3 books in the last 6 months, and I'm like,
yes.
No, man, that pisses me off a little bit.
Right. Now, mind
you, but you can also say that if you look at somebody like me who would have to pay all the artists, I have 5 books in one book.
Like we could put out books faster. Like I could put out personally. Like again, I'm just a greenhorn. I'm just learning how to do this shit.
Right.
But I could put out books faster if I could pay people to like color and edit and ink stuff for me.
Dude.
Like if like how like one page. What to color a book? You got to pay upwards of $30 to $60 a page. Sometimes $100 a page. That's a lot of money, dude. You know what I mean?
Dude, if I had like Zach kind of money, if I had like Ethan's kind of money, I would have at least 4 comics coming out a year.
It's one of the things. Like it's definitely easier when you're the artist of the book,
right?
But you still have to pay your damn self to be able to spend all that time on that book to make that book go faster.
Yeah,
this is where I agree with Bob. So the thing that when you make a lot of money and you've come out with a multiple book, it should be getting faster. but there's
Yeah.
also a limit to how long it takes. That's why, like, you know, a European comic of 50 or 60 page takes a year or two to produce.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So me, it's one of the reasons why I've been trying to produce books within 8 months, and so far I've success.
You keep
Yeah.
it in demand until you're ready to go to print.
Yes. So yeah.
So
But
I
I've-
can still
I-
come in here at the last minute and get your book.
Yeah, but last time you got it because I closed it because I couldn't keep it open, and then you jumped in on the second chance campaign.
And Sim,
That's what I mean.
And
I'm
I also have a
a
web
book
store for that.
consumer at that, so I have to be real picky. And when I back a book that's way the fuck out there in the first place, I'm not serving somebody who could have got me a book in my hand within.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like I said, there's different people are here for different reasons. Not everybody's here for the same reason. You know, it's like saying quantity
Sure.
over quality. Some people are here to support certain creators or a certain type of book. Some people are here to just buy a lot of books. And you know, I'm talking from a guy that's in Canada where every goddamn book cost me like $60.
Ugh.
Right?
So
So
brutal.
Yeah.
And
So-
that makes it even harder.
Once we find
man.
our
The
way
they-
around that, man. Sim is going to be the guy I think is going to solve that conundrum. Is we hate having to charge people fucking like $20 for fucking shipping.
Yeah, technically, it's just to be able to have bigger place, have financing to be able to have a bigger place, and do like I do with Beacon in a bigger scale, and it's the same principle as, you know, like that. You can print in mass order in one place, divide. Anyways.
Yeah, let me show you all real quick the mini.
Probably gonna buy a house next to the border.
Really? Yeah, why not? Right?
Real close, so you can just drive your shit across the
Right.
border.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
like 15 minutes away from Chris Fisk. Like I'll be on one side of the border, and he'll be on New Hampshire. I just
That would be awesome. I would say, oh man, that would save you mad crazy money. A lot of strip clubs
Ooh.
too. Good strip clubs, like on the border. But
There he is.
there he is.
And
So
that-
I haven't manufactured these yet,
Mm,
right?
Mhm.
So like this is the prototype.
that's dope, dude.
dude, I may be from Montreal, but I'm not a big fan of strip clubs.
No, me neither. I like titty bars.
The only thing that I really liked though was going there with my girlfriend.
Oh, well, yeah, that could be fun.
That
could be-
that was great.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
yeah,
Brian.
no, especially if she swings both
Mhm.
ways. Yeah.
Yeah, she swung both ways, and I went there with a joint with a sketchbook.
Oh,
was-
I love that.
It was maze balls.
Oh,
Sounds like
my girlfriends are the best, man.
We went VIP, and it was amazing.
You get this like ski-on chicks together. Like, oh, check her out. Yummy.
And Brian, you want to go over these tiers?
Oh yeah, real quick. The featured perk, of course, is all of the issues. That's
Oh,
to say,
shit.
for $100, you're gonna get all 8
go ahead,
issues.
big in me. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna get all the shit that Pops is holding right now. Hold on, let me see.
That's the best one right there. I mean, I love that Vinny cover too, though. It's, you know,
There we go. Oh, he froze. Homeboy froze. Oh, there he is. Yeah, boy.
yeah, this is like, you know,
Oh,
same thing with like
the
War
issue.
Party and this, like these are floppies you want. Like they're really awesome. All those dope ass covers, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking quality
Good
top tier.
Uh,
And the story's good,
Also,
you guys. The
so
story's fucking good. I'm
Fucking
just
tearjerker, dude.
dude, like that has been like the coolest thing for me. Has been people telling me like your story touched me.
Mhm.
Because that's the thing. As artists, what are we
Yeah.
after? Of course, we'd like success. Of course, we would like
emotional response.
Did you ever ask them where?
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah. I didn't want to, man. I didn't want to. That was some low hanging fruit right there. No pun intended. But yeah.
They're so I touched
slammed
I
dunked
touched their soul.
I touched their low hanging fruit.
And
No.
that's the thing.
it. Show me
If
on the
you
book.
can, I remember like that trip hop guy Tricky talking about this. He's like, but if you can touch a soul, if you can actually move people with your work and make them think, and it's something that becomes like a part of their lives, even if it's just a little bit, and then hearing like one thing I think is like so important is for artists to not explain their work. It drives me crazy when people do that. When they're like, "Well, this story is about such and such and such." Like symbolically, it's like, bitch, that's not your job. Your job is to tell the fucking story, and then I and everybody else who wants to take a look at it, check it out, and then we could all walk away with something different. But
you got the digitals right here.
Oh yeah, I got the digital tier because some people I understand don't want to have to pay fucking $25 for shipping. I get it. So I always offer a digital tier. There's a tier where you can get the new issue, and there's a tier where you can get all previous 7 issues. So whenever I put out a campaign for a new book, always make sure you can get the previous issues. Sick. Right? If I just did the campaign just for exclusively issue number 8, or people are going to be like, who just walked in, are going to be like, well, what the fuck happened to issues 1 through 7, bitch? Right? So always make sure that's available to people that want to back it and get their hands on that shit. And I sign every book too. That's the least I can freaking do. And I'm super happy that this is like my 4th or 5th campaign, and it's successful. And the fact that I'm like, of course, I'd love to be like, one of the majors. I would love to be where the big dudes are at, but at the same time, I have to be super grateful to be where I am, and that's because of the backers. That's because people have been, especially the people who've been following me since like day 1 and issue 1 and campaign 1.
It has a little something to do with the story and how good it is, and
so people tell me. That's what people tell me. I mean, I can't judge my own stuff until it's like way behind me.
I really like the art in this book too. Like you have a couple different artists on
Preston.
Well, I'm not even talking about Preston's art.
No, dude.
I'm talking about the previous artist.
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian.
You can see the evolution in the first 4 books. You can see the evolution of the art.
Oh,
it was 2 artists in there, right? Like towards the last book had a different artist than the first 6, or the first the first 6, right? The interior artist.
No. So it's same guy.
Same guy. Okay.
Yeah. It's just that Adrian. It depended on how busy he was. Right. I realized with what I was paying him, that of course he was going to be taking other work, right? But sometimes this work was a little bit rushed, but then he would always go back and fix it. By the time he got to issue 7, he was like on another level, and
it's all
he
good.
Understood that issue. I mean, it's called The Big Gun Down.
That was my favorite one. Like, because me, like, I'm into like.
Well, that's a climax. That's like it's a pre-climax is what it is.
Right there with that big old gun. And I had to reference that when I was doing the art too. And I
oh my god,
I referenced it on Google too. That big fucking metal clamp on the front of it.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick. And I love. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, it's so good.
That was the scene. That was that was the scene that I was really looking forward to seeing illustrated. Right, where SixGun is just like
in the hideout.
Fucking gorilla. He's a fucking gorilla, so he can walk around conceivably with a fucking gigantic fucking
the gravity
Gatling gun, and just
straight up, dude,
and just mow motherfuckers.
Where did you get the idea, dude, for like the villain, dude? For me, he felt like a Bond villain, dude. Like
that's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is.
The just the whole location, I was like, dude, this is fucking brilliant. Like out in the middle of the desert, I don't want to spoil it, but
well. I got the inspiration for this character from people that actually existed. What? There were actually people that were just like him,
building things like that out there, huh?
Yes, just like Lord Chilblain, right?
Oh man,
they were people who were landed gentry in England. And evidently they'd been reading these pulp stories called Natty Bumppo. And Natty Bumppo evidently was, I've never read the stories myself, But the Natty Bumppo stories were evidently about like pioneers in Texas,
Okay.
right? And so they moved to Texas and built these mansions, or in some cases moved their fucking mansions to like the middle of fucking Texas.
Yeah, that's dope.
And you know, there's that saying, "Truth is stranger than fiction." It really is.
It's like Gothic housing out in, you know, Texas,
Well,
kind of, you know.
Well, this is like a fantasy comic, right? It's a fantasy adventure, is what it is. It's pulp to the core. Ultimately, at its heart, what is it really? It's Tarzan in reverse.
Yeah, yeah.
And like Edgar Rice Burroughs, the way he told the story of Tarzan the Ape Man in that first book, you got the feeling that it was just a myth, that it was mythic.
Right.
And that's one of the things I love about Westerns is mythic storytelling.
Yeah, the way you wrote it, it actually feels like it's like a legend that's passed down, you know.
That's kind of how I approached it. To me, it's like I'm telling the secret history of the Old West.
So,
right? But like in a completely far out weird Western Edgar Rice Burroughs kind of way, but also modernized. And by modernized, I don't mean like, you know, woke or any shit like that. I mean just in terms of the complexity of the storytelling and the depth of it too.
So you're talking about Western, or you're talking about Preston, right? So he did this fucking awesome ode to Iron Maiden, but also paying homage, however the fuck you want to say it, to CG. So you got references in there. You got Tim in there. Preston's in there. Fucking Tugs in the window. Black Flag's in there. I mean, this is me just looking at it, right? And it's painted. And then you have.
Oh, and by the way,
acrylic on canvas.
Don't send me the poster without checking my address.
Oh, I don't worry, brother.
You got this.
Keep that in mind so you don't send it.
Oh yeah. No, don't worry. Don't worry. I got your back.
And Pops has a cover, so it looks fucking tight with the.
I have that cover here too.
That's
what I got too.
I haven't, or that's another thing that I don't have handy, that I don't like have physically, that I can't just ship immediately.
The poster?
Poster.
No, that's gotta.
I want to wait and see how many of these things I'm going to have to order. Yeah. Only fucking 5. That kind of surprised me.
Yeah, and
I figured that these would go flying. People were asking for this shit too.
What's the size of it? Is it 11 by 17 or?
You know what? I forget. It's like movie poster size for sure.
That's fucking big.
Let me show off the back cover, Brian.
Oh yeah.
It's 11 by 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
The poster is 11 by 17.
I was thinking that I had the specifications.
You got it right here, brother.
The link. Yeah.
That's big, dude. It's a big ass poster.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to send you like a little tiny postcard poster. That would be fucked up, wouldn't it? Yeah. And this is a big and this is a cover. This is a painting, acrylics on canvas. That's just so fuck you that it needs to be on a big poster.
Yeah, it needs to love. You know what I mean? You could put it up in a frame.
Yeah,
and then you got that beautiful art. And then you got his art right here in the book, his sequentials, which is a different style altogether. I mean, obviously,
Tug. Yeah, there's Tug. Yeah, there's like little CG Easter eggs all throughout that. On the far left, you can see Lit Devil.
I'm gonna go down real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Check it out.
Or it's up here at the top. I'm gonna scroll up. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, what fucking hell, man. He was.
I like the dwarf-looking motherfucker.
That's you,
right
bro. That's what I always say. I was just like, oh, and there's Sim.
Yep.
And you can see Sugar Chris back there too, huh? Is that Sugar Chris back there?
No, that's me.
That's you?
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad. Okay. Here's the thing about Preston. Preston, I love you, bro. Okay, you're an awesome guy. You're a terrific artist, a good friend. And I am blessed to know you and to be working with you, but fuck you for making me look like a pussy preacher. I mean, I
priest.
mean, theoretically, like a priest, right? Now, if I was like if he did me as an evil preacher, right? A guy that's got like a gun in one hand and like a Bible in another,
Like a
and
rosary in the other.
likes
yeah.
his drink,
Well,
you know,
You're-
goes
you're
around
the-
fucking
you're the-
blasting motherfuckers. I just,
You're the-
but no, I just look. I'm just hanging out. I'm just chilling. I don't have a dance hall girl on my leg. I'm not like swigging whiskey. I'm not blowing somebody's brains out, doing any manly shit. I'm just standing there.
maybe he's like, you're the Christ gal, so I'm gonna put the collar on you.
Mhm.
You're the Christ.
Well, I think it was him ribbing me a little bit for being like kind of like a religious dude. Although I hope I don't ever come off as a Bible thumper.
That's fine.
Because I can't stand Bible thumpers, but I'm kind of a religious dude,
Me too.
and that is something that is in the book too.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
And
with
it's weird, but it's like it's very difficult for me to write anything that's not about God in some
Yeah.
way, right? Hopefully not in a overbearing way, but it's kind of like when you see themes in people's work where it's like it's not so much that they're just recycling the same old shit.
It's just
It's
them, though. It's their kind of like their little genres for themselves. you know?
Right. Somebody like I mentioned Cronenberg before. He's exactly like that too.
Hey guys,
And-
I'm gonna have to go. It's 12. And
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to cut out soon too. But
Yeah.
Sim, dude, congratulations on Tales from the Natverse, the Kickstarter with exclusive cover. Bitches, go fucking back that shit now.
yeah, because everything that unlocks on Kickstarter unlocks for the people on Indiegogo anyways. And if you back both, you get double the rewards.
Yes,
Sweet.
yes.
Just
Go-
make sure not to back the basic, because on the basic over there, they don't get shit.
yeah. Because
Oh,
basic
you
is,
get the better
basic
deal
is
when
for
you back on
basic
Indiegogo.
bitches, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basic means they don't get any perks. It's just the book for 20.
Yes, and you don't want to be basic, people. Don't be a winner, not a wiener.
So have a good night.
Right.
Thank you
Peace
for
out,
having me
Sam.
on. It's always fun, guys. Talk
Always
to
a
you guys
pleasure,
later.
Sam. Let's
Sam.
dwarf out sometime.
Yeah, but did you see
Deep Rock
that?
Galactic, mofo.
Do you know what we did this morning on the roast?
Mm-mm.
Me, Soul, and Chris, we played some Ninja Turtles live on stream.
Yeah.
I've heard that's awesome.
It's really cool. Get the game and come play.
They
Okay,
were
I'll see what I can
playing
do.
for like over an hour.
No shit.
Yeah, it was fun.
What's
All right,
up,
Sam.
Shadow?
Later.
Peace out,
Later,
brother.
Sam.
Love you.
So
But
Preston's
yeah.
doing the pencils too, huh?
Oh,
He's doing the
dude.
interior, right? So he's
And-
got his canvas art, his painting, which is
Dude,
eye dropping, and then he has this too, man, which is really again eye dropping, but real like gritty and punkish. You know what I mean? You can see the pencil line work in here. And you have Ollie from
That's-
656 coloring it, right?
Yep. Here's the thing. Whenever I got my pencils from Adrian, I always was like these are pretty. Can we just like keep it like this? Do you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that also really happened with Preston. I was like, this is so beautiful. Can we just leave it like this? Can I just, send this out?
Yeah.
And of course, that's not the case. But what Preston did here was he inked his own work by inking, quote unquote, with his pencil.
Yeah.
So these are just colors over pencils.
Yeah.
And what Ollie did, because he's a fucking G, is he colored he colored the entire book in such a way that every line is preserved. So I was originally thinking that I was going to put out like an alternate version of this that would be the artist's edition, right? That would
Yeah.
just be the pencils with the word balloons. And I saw this and I was like, no, it's taken care of. And because look, folks, if you're working with an artist and you're wondering who you want to get to color the piece, ask them, right? Because generally speaking, if they've worked with somebody before, the last thing that you want is for them to see their beautiful work looking like somebody puked all over it. Like Preston and I, we did this Bernie Wrightson stream, and he was showing me this beautiful hardcover Wrightson book he has, and on like one side of the page, you see like the original pencils, and then you see like the colors.
Yeah, it just drowns it out completely.
And it was just like, you motherfucker, what did you just do?
Yeah.
What did you just do? You piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it turned out just absolutely beautiful. I couldn't be happier to be working with the people that I'm working with. I'm
Can't wait.
fucking lucky. I'm fucking lucky. But yeah, dude, as soon as the next shipment comes in, I got you back. You will
Fuck
be
yeah, man.
Yeah.
You got digital tiers 1 through 7 right here too, huh?
Yeah. And like I said, if you want the first 7 issues, I realize not everybody wants to pay fucking $25 for shipping if you live in New Zealand or Shanghai,
especially nowadays, right?
Or Australia,
or current month.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Gas and everything. So,
oh my God, yeah, man, yeah. So I get it, and I understand some people don't like to put their stuff out on digital. I don't see how it hurts us in any way.
It's hard. You know what I mean? Like I don't. I understand both reasons why someone want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do it, but maybe I'm not saying one day I wouldn't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because as far as I'm concerned, like if people are this is the other thing too. If you get a PDF file from me, it's yours. That's to say you can share it with your friends.
Right.
That's to say you can put that shit on fucking BitTorrent. Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not I try not to be a fucking hypocrite. Right?
No, it's hard not to sometimes, but sometimes,
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I think there's arguments both ways, but I don't see it. If you put my shit on BitTorrent, I don't see that as being any different than if you bought a CD from me and you made a copy for your friend.
Yeah. Or like, say if you print your book in China,
you own it. Yeah.
That shit's gonna get street fucking street Bibled real quick. You know what I mean? So there's gonna be little Chinese kids over there reading some Butch Cleaver if you print it over there.
Oh my God, dude! And
hopefully,
yes. Well, we're gonna figure out. Dude.
To be honest, I don't really give a fuck if I saw somebody like reprinting my shit and people are reading it. It's probably gonna come back to me. You know what I mean? Someday.
Well, I mean, if I know that there's like kids in China, like digging on my shit,
right?
That would be awesome. That would be amazing. Yeah, no, I mean, that's one of the reasons we want to like reach out into the Spanish speaking market. I already have the first issue translated.
Dude.
As soon as I have the money, I'm going to get Ollie to fucking letter that shit.
Oh, yeah, man.
I don't think I would be bummed out to find out that somebody was bootlegging my book. That's just
pretty metal, too.
More people are reading it, and they're going to be ready to buy books,
fucking
too.
punk, dude.
Yes.
Like if someone was downloading my music illegally, I wouldn't care either. Like, they're taking the time out of their day to, like, partake in my creation.
Yes.
I mean, a music video or, music, that's one thing. But a comic, if you bought a bootleg copy of the first one and it was good,
yeah.
When the second one comes out, you're going to be on top of that from the actual outlet.
Yeah.
You're not going to be waiting for the bootleg version.
Nah. Like I never, like for music, I always buy the whole album just because I like to support the creators,
Oh yeah.
But now because of technology, like I'm going to listen to the first, if I can, I'll fuck it. I mean, well, they dropped the first 3 songs anyway now. Like bands, that's the whole style now. Like they sell, like it's pissing me off because a lot of my, I'm being a little bitch, but bands, the new formula is they drop. I know I'm a tangent for about 30 seconds.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
They drop singles. Each band's like they drop singles and then they make little records of these singles before the whole album comes out now. Mm-hmm. So they'll sell 4 singles before the album comes out. You know what I mean? And then vinyl took over the industry. Now vinyl is fucking huge for the last 10 years. People want records, and it takes 8 months to fucking to press a record. So bands have to have their album done for 8 months. Then it gets put out, and they milk each one out. And if they're lucky, they'll do the little tiny vinyls, and then they'll do the big ones. And then me, I don't buy vinyls. That's a new hole I got to jump down. But I don't do that. I buy CDs. I play on my boombox. I still have a boombox. I barbecue.
I can't jump down it because they want way too fucking much for a good.
Too much money
now.
It's too much money.
Too much fucking money for a good phonograph, dude.
Yeah, but it's more for like a comic nerd too, like me and you, because they're so big. The format's big, and I got these big, beautiful album arts. You know what I mean?
Oh
it's
my
like
God!
That's what I like. That's what I want. The sound.
One thing,
but I can't do it. I can't do it.
look,
It's too
we sold
expensive.
all our albums
Yeah.
when CDs came in, and then
Yeah.
we sold all our CDs when we didn't need CDs anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
keep
buy
all
CDs.
my
I
shit.
can't go. But
I
when
keep
I
all
start
my
buying them
shit.
records, I'm gonna start buying them records one day when I get money, and I'm gonna start collecting them. I was
I
telling
mean,
my
if
kid,
I'm gonna buy records, I'm gonna go try and find the old actual fucking,
yeah, the
Pink
OG ones,
Floyd, Dark Side of
Yeah.
the Moon, and
Well,
yeah,
with the
well-
poster intact, and
everything.
Bro, I mean, how many people were breaking up buds on that album cover?
Yeah, that's
It-
some fucking historical
Right?
fucking
Bamboo.
train right
I
there.
want one with the
So-
rolling paper.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. But that was the tragedy of CDs.
Yeah,
Was the death of album art.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. You know what I mean? And that's
So that was an art form
yeah.
that just went poof.
Mm.
We
And
gotta
the
talk
whole-
about that one day.
Yeah.
For our next book.
Because what would you do when you were a kid and you were listening to vinyl? You would sit there and you
Yeah,
would
and the
look
sound
over
just
the
went-
cover and and yeah. And you got your headphones on and shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So while CD, it's more convenient, the sound is great and everything.
yeah.
But
I grew up
then
on
again,
CDs. I don't even want to hear it though. Like I don't want to hear the vinyl. It's too fucking good. You know what I mean?
well,
Ugh,
people
sounds
who were
so
like
good.
people who are real audiophiles, which I don't
Yeah.
consider myself to be, but
I am. I just can't
people-
afford it.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm feeling you. But people who are real audiophiles, they all say like nothing sounds better than vinyl with a really good turntable.
Well, yeah, it's like
That's the
watching
shit.
Suspiria on a phone.
Really good turntable
Right,
and a really
right.
good
Right? You know what I'm talking-
synthesizer.
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
really
you never
good
wanna
set
do
of
that.
speakers, and
Yeah, the way you want to watch Suspiria, lights out, big TV, and fucking crank that surround sound to fucking 11.
I'm
And you're
watching
just-
that Exorcist 3 right now, but we'll talk about that hopefully
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit before you bounce tonight.
Oh, that's so good, man.
So you got this
That's so
the
good.
Vinny art right here, and that beautiful
Yeah.
color hold right there by Ollie in the background, though. Too, he did that little color hold too.
Speaking
Yep.
of Vinny Art, did you guys see the guy on fucking Kickstarter tried to steal the Kraken?
Yeah, that happened like a year ago, right?
Did
That happened
he-
a year ago.
Oh, I remember hearing about this. Yeah,
Vinny's always getting fucked with,
Vinny's always getting fucked with.
like people talk a
I
lot of
think
shit on
somebody
Vinny.
did it
You know what I
again.
mean?
It had
They
like
say he's
12
paranoid,
backers.
but
Look,
rightly so.
hold up.
Someone's fucking with that guy.
Vinny's not paranoid.
I think
No, I'm
somebody
saying
did it
people
again.
say that, and they say he's
Yeah.
paranoid, and it fucking and they talk
Well,
a lot of shit on him. But
well,
people
just-
are fucking with him.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
just because you're
Obviously.
paranoid doesn't mean that they're not out to get you.
Exactly.
Right? There are people who are look, it's a fact that people are actively fucking with him. That
Yeah.
does not make him paranoid.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So whatever. I
Okay,
can
check
understand
it out. Hold on.
shit, man. I would be super cautious too. I would be waiting for he's been fucked with so much. I would just
Yeah.
I'd be
Now
looking
look.
over my shoulder.
It
Yeah.
was live on Kickstarter. Hold up. It was live
no.
on Kickstarter
This would be a second one. So he launched his
on the
first one.
22nd. Okay, it's been taken down, reported and taken down since then, but they did it again.
Yeah.
This
People
one,
have been
was
fucking
shadowed
with
with
Vinny
the-
for a long time, dude.
Yeah, they have.
And people like fucking with them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not
they
gonna
are.
say any names, but
We know, but we know what you're talking
everybody knows what I'm talking about. But like, dude, fucking leave him alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, rightly so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been here since the get. He's helped me out. Vinny's a great guy.
He's OGCG and
Fucking OGCG, OG fucking CG king, fulfillment king. He was the first fulfillment king. I know Polton's fucking
Still.
fulfilled more books, but that fool was the OG fulfillment king. I'm sorry, it's
Yeah.
a fact. I love Polton,
Yeah.
I love Vinny, but Vinny was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first fulfillment king.
yeah.
That's
Without
what
a
the
doubt.
fucking.
Yeah.
That's where the term came from. I'm the fulfillment king. Remember?
Yes.
I think so. Right? Didn't he say
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Shit? He did.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not tripping,
Yeah.
am I?
No, not at all. And then I tried to redub Vinny the Taint King because he has like this. I was to bust his balls because in his trailer for City of Venus, like you see like this like shot like up this woman's like
Yeah.
skirt basically. And you see her like a big shot of her crotch, and I was just like taint, and the Taint King, and it didn't.
Oh.
I tried to get that shit to take off. It just wouldn't. Other people
Dude.
were not ready to ride with that shit, and I was heartbroken.
I got that fucking Kraken in the mail.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah. I
can't wait
just
to
started
read
reading
that shit
tonight.
and review it. I was just thumbing through it like, oh, shit's so fucking metal. It's so beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
I can't believe you got him to fucking do a cover.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Vinny is one of the really good people in this scene. I've been lucky, to like, meet a bunch of fucking awesome people in this scene. And that's something I'm super, super duper mega grateful for. And he was like champing at the bit to do this, and he fucking delivered too. Yeah, he was like, "Oh man," I was like, I thought it would be like that would be a fun character to draw, right? It's a fucking gorilla. It's a fucking gorilla with guns, okay?
To me, that's like a Frazetta style fucking SixGun.
That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is. Okay. Yeah. It's beautiful. Oh God.
You fucking got like, you got like some of my favorite artists on here,
dude.
I mean, not all of them, but most of them.
But a lot, And I'm super lucky to be working with fucking people who are super talented, but then also super cool and super real people, and also fun to collaborate with. Do you know what I mean? That's the fucking trifecta right there.
With this book right here, this is the one. If you guys don't want to go and get all the single issues, you could just get Vinny's badass cover book. I would if you got the money and you could throw it around, I'd recommend buying the issues so you could look at them, the covers, and not open them, and then get Vinny's to fucking flip through with your fingers and get all fucking.
What?
Hey, Fade brother, how you doing, man? Long time no see, man.
He's been here for a while.
Well, what's up,
Fade?
Fade?
Real good at looking at the chat.
No, I can be bad.
Me too.
What up, Fade?
I'm somewhat new at.
Peace out, brother.
We've been starting to get more people on the streams lately too. Let's see.
The Shadowhawk says a new asshole trying to steal his campaign again.
Yeah.
It happened again. It's the second time.
That's what I'm saying. It happened 3 days ago because I went and posted it as a fake account in the madness to make sure everybody knew not to fucking go back that shit. And then we all reported it. Mike, Jimmy, a bunch of us fucking reported to Kickstarter.
Now that's a campaign that you can report with a good conscience. And not be thought of as like a
Vinny art all over.
Yeah, no, it's fuckery. It's fuckery, is what it is.
Someone's been fucking with him for a long ass time too.
Yeah,
someone's been fucking with him.
His name on almost every single piece of art on the campaign.
That's why he digitizes his signature, dude. Since I've known him, he's done that. You know what I mean? Someone's been fucking with him since before CG. It seems like.
I know a lot of artists who have had their work pirated and sold at conventions.
Yeah. Horrible, dude. That's
it's
fucking
horrible.
Scumbag.
That's
the worst shit.
They'll take the image and they'll put a different background behind it and then go sell a print of it. I've seen that shit.
I've heard of that too. Death Metal Hero was telling me about people like that. To me, that's probably like the worst people. Like
those are the people where I'd be thinking like, maybe they need a beat down.
Yeah,
maybe they need to get jacked up like
that's like nose broken like
on stage to try to kill Dave Chappelle.
I'm not gonna paralyze this fool, but I'm gonna break his nose and I'm gonna break his arms and I'm gonna break his legs. But I ain't gonna paralyze him. But he's gonna remember. He
should at least have like the tread of like a sneaker or a boot like on the side of his.
That's like. And then you lay him down. You lay him down like this.
Gangster, yeah. You might want to get gangster.
And you look at him a little bit, Yeah.
That's
the type of shit. You know what I mean? You like lay him down all nice, and you lay him down nice with their head down there.
Right. You don't curb stomp them.
No, and you look at them with their shit all broken, and you say, "Okay, now I've created art." You want to sell this fucking shit? Go sell that shit, motherfucker.
Have them just all laid out with their teeth
all fucking broken and shit. Fucking arms and legs broken and popped.
Click.
Broken ass.
I think I'll sell
broken
posters
nose.
of that motherfucker.
See you at the con. Hey, go fuck yourself, you dirty
I
ass.
remember I've only ever seen violence once at a convention, and it was a dude just cold cocking another guy.
That's how it usually is.
Yeah. Who that I guess was like, jacking his shit. And the guy just came around, just like bang.
ID Crisis.
That's how it always is, dude.
ID Crisis said it right though, right there. People would steal portfolios and art.
Oh,
there's no low. There's no.
That's worth a curb stop.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like I'm being
wow.
nice on. I'm being nice on fucking on the YouTube right now. I probably feel a little different about it in real life, even worse.
Oh my god!
Because like you're still in their soul, dude. You're raping their fucking work. I'm sorry,
are.
that's better. You're a fucking rapist.
Right.
I'm sorry. Of art.
and they can't like claim to be clueless, right? Because there are like certain things where I've had to have things explained to me because I'm not a collector. That's to say, I'd gladly trade every floppy, well, except the ones I had as a kid, for a trade paperback any day, right? Happy to do that.
Yeah.
But I had to have I had to have Preston explain to me why people were mad at the Brightwisers. With
I know why they're mad. I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he explained, but I had to
Yeah.
have it explained to me,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm not a collector, and
Yeah,
just
no.
like you, like no, you have to understand, it broke like a fucking sacred trust there.
There's a lot of things though, even beyond the collection thing, you know. And they were at the forefront of Comicsgate. I don't even give a fuck. My butt didn't get hurt over that, but
No.
I got a little irritated in the get.
Yeah.
But I'm like totally over it. Like
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna
like
read.
with Zach,
I can't wait
it's
to
like-
read Red Gun Gorilla, like Red Rooster. I'm sorry, Red Gun Gorilla.
Excuse me.
That sounds pretty tight. Red Gun Gorilla. I'm about to read Red Rooster.
Yeah. I never got.
But
I don't think I ever got.
I don't
mine.
even care, dude. I really don't give a fuck. Like I see what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? They got a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
They're
I don't fucking
ambitious.
know.
They're trying to take shit to another level. But I had to have it explained to
Yeah.
me why that was a dick move.
Yeah, it was.
and then I
Because they
could-
should have fulfilled
see
us
it.
first. They should
Right.
have fulfilled us first, you know.
Right.
And I'll tell them to their face, hey, you guys should have, you know, what you did wasn't very smart. And you should have fucking fulfilled us first. Wasn't cool. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit there and hound you over it, and I'm not gonna fucking I'm not gonna not buy your book because of it. It's all good. I got the fucking shit in there, and I seen it at Walmart. I picked up a couple at Walmart. I'm you know what I mean? Again, I don't hold on to fucking, you know, I don't hold on to shit. Like, you know what I mean? That shit's fucking shit.
It's poison.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not going to hold a grudge. I'll go buy your shit.
No.
I mean, they're hiring people, right? They're hiring artists still, right?
Yes,
And they're hiring writers, and they're putting out
that's
stuff.
totally, dude.
And now they're doing Kickstarter. They're doing a, you know,
like
okay,
I said,
give them a second chance, dude. It was the beginning of Comicsgate, you know. Fuck it, who cares? Leave them alone.
Hey, look, anybody that like has really fucked up, like I forgot who the Detective Dead guy was.
Oh, that guy Critias?
The guy who just like took off with the money.
Yeah.
Right. If that guy came back,
yeah,
and sincerely apologized,
yeah,
and delivered, right? If he fulfilled on that, you'd be obliged to forgive him. At least I would feel obliged to be like, okay, we're good.
I'm a real believer in second chances, bro. To me, it's the third thing. You know what I mean? So you took all the money, you bought everybody's shit, you backed a bunch of books. All right, whatever, dude. Fucking get over it. I mean, it's life. It's fucking life, dude. Just get over it. Who gives a fuck? I know some people don't got money and they're starving and shit. Whatever. Just fucking get over it.
Right.
Fucking move forward. You know what I mean?
Some people starving. Get over it.
We'll fucking scrub some toilets. Well, dude, there's fucking work everywhere, bro. There's fucking work everywhere. Like if I get fired, I'm gonna go scrub toilets. I'll Uber. Get over it.
Get over it.
Fucking, there's work out there, dude. You go fucking eat peanut butter and jelly every day for lunch. That's what I did.
But I just want to sit on my ass and make comics.
You can do that too after work.
Yeah, I can do that
Plenty
too.
of time.
Dude.
You can do that too after work. Plenty of time.
Dude.
We got that figurine right here. They got that figurine right here.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
$50 you showed us, right?
Yep. Yeah, $50. So you can be sure if you're getting this for $50, I'm only making 50 of these.
Damn.
Okay.
You only got like what, fucking 35 left?
Yes.
I'm not good with math. I'm just guessing.
No, I'm terrible too.
Just trying to sound like a mathematician.
Flunked. Right.
But you have 35 left.
Yeah. Right. So, these are. I'm going to make sure that when you get these, that you're happy. Like that's super important to me. Is that anybody that backs any of my stuff that I make sure every backer is happy. Let me put it that way, because it really does mean something to me on a personal level that you gave me money to do something that was always a dream. That's awesome, so you've literally helped me make my dream come true. I'm gonna feel obliged to be as nice to you as I could possibly be.
You made me happy. You could have sent me the Preston cover and #1, and I'd have been ecstatic.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Just because I'd have been able to catch the story from the beginning, and
Yeah.
then I'd have probably bought 6 more books from you. But you were cool. Sent me all of them, which
Oh,
was
dude,
like
yeah.
over the top, dude, like way over the top. You know,
Brian's a fucking G and a gentleman and a prince.
I wouldn't go that far, but thanks.
Nah,
I'll take
you are,
it.
man.
I'll take
The-
it.
That fucking that doll or that figurine. I wouldn't want to paint it, but if I did, I'd want to give someone like a painter to paint that black and white, so it would be like a universal monster. You know what I mean?
Man.
That's how I'd like, because it looks really cool like that, dude.
I do. One of the things I do want to, one of the things I would like to do, like I said, I'm printing 50 of these.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that these are never going to show up on another campaign. It's just there will only ever be 50 of these.
It's weird, dude. I have a weird feeling like as soon as you close this fucking campaign,
Oh,
everyone's
man,
gonna
like
want
crazy.
this shit. Like, it's kind of sad, dude, because
it's
this campaign's
coming.
been
Yeah, it's
around for a
coming.
long time.
Yeah.
And everyone's
dude.
seen it, you know, and there's probably 50 live campaigns right now, just CG alone and CG adjacent, you know. And a lot of people slept on this
one of the
campaign.
reasons I wanted to get him out in front of my in front of my crew a few times over the last couple weeks of this campaign. And you know, we tried to do this last month. It didn't happen, but
right.
You know,
and I'm sorry, and I apologized for that.
No. The whole thing is everybody in my audience is known for a month. This motherfucker's over. Okay, we're doing this right. So
yes.
That's tomorrow night.
Yes. Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah. Bitches.
Saturday.
You want to hear something cool, man?
And then also, we're like, when my campaign closes, that's also going to be the launch for another book.
We're 21 Demons. We're going to go from a countdown to a launch in the same segment. It's going to be cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, what's
what
book?
21 Demons, Paul Roper's book.
Oh, okay.
World War, Hell Damn, those guys, that crowd.
I like the spirit of that.
I don't know them, but
neither do I.
Tank Ferret. You guys know Tank.
Oh yeah. I'm just
not
familiar with the book.
I'm not familiar with the book either, but it sounds pretty metal to me. I'll definitely try to jump in there and watch the show tomorrow.
We're gonna do like
that would be appreciated.
Like in the afternoon, we got one segment that's gonna be for a final sign up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna tell everybody, look, sign up because we're launching this fucker tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do like a 30-minute segment during the show tomorrow about that book, talking about it and telling everybody it's launching later tonight. Be ready. But as one great campaign comes to an end, another begins.
Right.
And
that's how we do it around here.
Yes. I love the spirit of that. I love the spirit of that because it's just like, check my shit out, but also check this shit out.
Yeah.
Right.
Check out this guy's shit.
That sounds pretty fucking badass, dude.
I love that idea.
Both books are fucking metal, so I mean, is there demons in there?
21 of them, I think.
fucking metal, dude, and you got this fucking metal ass gorilla. Fucking
all I'm saying is deliver some fucking demons within the first 5 pages. That would be my suggestion.
Hey, I got some demons. I got some demons in my shit coming too.
Oh man, I'm really looking forward to that.
What's up, Skip? You guys got Skip Edwards watching.
What up, Skip?
Yeah.
What up, man? I'm just about to. We're just about to pull the plug here.
I ain't gonna lie, you guys. I've spent some hours watching Skip's channel back in before I really had a channel of my own. Before I was doing CromCon and shit, I was kind of a fan of Skip's fucking channel. For a long.
Now Skip is a cool dude. We like Skip. Oh fuck, man.
You got original Preston art up on here?
Oh yeah, got original Preston art. There's still plenty of that available, and it's cheap too. $150 for an original page of Preston Acevedo art.
There's 8 more.
That's morbidly cheap,
dude.
That's ridiculously cheap.
That's morbidly cheap.
That's a fucking steal, is what that is. Dude. Mind you, if I wasn't a broke ass bitch, if I weren't counting every penny, I would be like, I would be the last 8 people to back that tier for sure. I mean, what can I say? Preston is just fucking amazing, and he gets better and better and better. And it's been so much fun watching him level up, because he's gone from like the point where it's just like, wow, that's like very Frazetta. Wow, that's very Bisley. And now it's just like, wow, that's very Preston. he's at that point now.
Yeah, I love it when I can identify, especially a newer
Immediately.
indie guy.
Yeah.
Like I can identify Marvy art. I can identify his art. I can identify Ernest McClendon. Just boom, I see it. I know that's his. There's certain people that you can tell. That's pretty much Rich.
Yes.
Rich Parada's another one, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
pretty much see everything. When I see Rich's art, I'm like, yeah, this is Rich's art. You know, I mean, I don't even have
Sam
to
too.
call, you know.
Yeah. He is one of those dudes.
Yeah.
For sure. And fuck, man, I wished he'd been around more for this campaign, but he went through some hellacious shit.
Yeah.
And had to move into a new house and everything.
Storms and shit.
Yeah. So he's been kind of MIA for a while, but for very good reason.
Yeah.
Right.
And he has always been one of those guys that to begin with is very fucking nose down, just trying to work and be as productive as he possibly can. And he is killing it. He's killing
You gonna
it.
take some shots, Brian, or what?
Nah, it's a little late for me to be doing shots, I think. I should have been, the time to be doing shots would have been like an hour or two ago.
Let me do a couple shots tomorrow night, buddy.
Okay, all right.
Do a couple shots.
Okay, that's that. Okay, yeah, you can count on that. So everybody, if you haven't backed it yet, go back SixGun Gorilla. Issue number 8, Cemetery Without Crosses. You have. I wish I could give like a money back guarantee if there weren't some people out there who were dicks that would use it to fuck with me. If I could, I would give you a money back guarantee. Everybody who reads this book loves it, and I don't say that to boast. I say that like
like
with
I said, I read the first
gratitude.
4. I read the first 4, and you can't have them back, Brian.
Yeah, no, it's all good, brother. They're
You
yours.
can't have them back. Bro.
Oh,
They're
you're
not
always-
going to be on the table at the con for sale either. Count on it.
I mean, thanks, dude. It's like everybody who's told me that they gotten a kick out of this comic. It always makes me feel good inside. It always makes me feel grateful. And what can I say? The next couple of issues are going to be dope as fuck because we're getting to the climax now and the big payoff. And I just want, with issue 7 was the payoff before the payoff. It was the dream stage of the adventure. This issue, Cemetery Without Crosses, this is the nightmare stage of the adventure, which is all, like it's the Empire Strikes Back part of the story. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the part where the heroes get their asses handed to them, and that's often my favorite part of any story. And the last 2 are going to be you're going to see like some you're going to see some fucking pulp ass shit. You're going to see like a gorilla flying around on a zeppelin. Like climbing on like a hanging like swinging from a fucking scaffolding underneath a zeppelin, shooting at people with his feet.
Damn.
There's a little spoiler.
Oh, man.
For you.
I'm already getting mad visuals.
With his feet.
I'm already getting mad visuals of how I would draw that. That's crazy.
Hey man, I actually worked it out where it actually makes sense, and it's actually something that like is technically possible.
I'm thinking of the Rocketeer. Like I'm thinking
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But it's just like once I figured out that I could credibly put a zeppelin in this story, I was like, I'm putting a fucking zeppelin in this thing.
Oh,
that's gonna be the fucking
Howard
climax.
Hughes, and
that's where the shit's gonna go down. Well, Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yes,
I got you.
It's not impossible that he maybe had a prototype, and there were sightings in the Old West of things that fit the description of airships.
Well, those 80 the 1890s, man, those were a motherfucker year. You know what I mean? They had so many little things coming out. You know what I mean? and it's when I was doing research for fucking Butch Cleaver, I was trying to stay away from the steampunk shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
as
yeah,
much
yeah.
as possible.
Because it's
But
same here.
But you're gonna
same
fuck
here.
with that shit. You're gonna fuck with it because some of the technology was, you know, before the motors started coming in and the steam was leaving. You know.
Yeah, but in this case, I wanted to make sure that the airship didn't have a steampunk look to it. That it had more like an iron punked look to it, more of a World War I look. Do you know what I'm saying?
The mechanizations, machine started coming in, the gears and the cogs.
You got bounty hunters in the fucking chat now.
We got Bub. You got Bub Fett or Bub Feta.
Oh hey,
Bob Feta.
What up,
man,
Bob
you made
Feta?
me want to have like some spinach and feta salmon, dude.
I know. As a friend of mine says, feta cheese smells like foot, tastes like heaven.
Tastes like fire, Brian.
I love that shit too on the salad.
Yeah, it's fucking bomb, dude.
Oh, it's the best. But yeah, no. It's gonna be dope as fuck. Really looking forward to closing this out tomorrow. But yeah, people, bust a move. Please don't hit me up after I hit the button. Like, yo, dude, can I get that? Because I know that's fucking happening. I know those people are out there right now.
There's a lot of really good books out there in CG, you know, and comic indie comics. But not all of them are as good as this one. This one's really, really well written, dude. Like a lot of the, you know,
people told
you guys want to read a really well written fucking franchise?
Oh,
read
look.
fucking SixGun Gorilla.
ID Crisis.
I'm telling you,
brother.
man.
Thanks, brother.
You guys will fucking love it.
Look at ID Crisis, what he said.
Oh, back graphic novel, but didn't see 7 or 8 as an add-on.
As an add-on. Did I not put those on as add-ons? Don't worry, I'll hook you up.
Damn, you're getting the hookup.
Yeah. I'll throw in 7 and 8 free of charge.
See our boy ID Crisis getting hooked up.
And if for some reason I forget, I mean, I am going to make a note to myself, but if for some reason I forget and all you get is just the trade paperback, let me fucking know.
No.
Like, yo, motherfucker, where's my free comics?
Our boy ID Crisis is supporting it on the horror movie chat.
He'll make this easy on you, Brian.
He's in here every Tuesday.
Make this easy.
That's what we want.
Easy on you. ID Crisis. Comment on the campaign.
Yeah, on Indiegogo.
Campaign. Just say, don't forget about me, Brian.
Give my 7 and
with
8.
Your backer number.
Right. See, Brian's taking note right now. He's writing
that
down.
I am, because I'm ADD as fuck.
Hey, do you got a calendar on your desk? Do you have a calendar on your desk for the 99-cent store?
No,
Those
I
big
should.
Fucking ones?
No, I should, though. I have a cork board.
Hey, you do that once a month. You write on each day. You have everything lined up. All your shill shows, all your fucking horror movie shows, all your ticket shows, you know, all your bills. I don't have that, but I mean, it'd be pretty cool. I'm just talking on my ass. I do have one on my desk at work though.
Yeah, I used to have
one. That's how
one.
I know it works.
I used to have one.
And they're $1 at the 99-cent store, and they're fucking real big, and you just fucking rip them off. All right, I love the next month.
He said he ordered from his phone, and it could just be the way it looks on that operating system. But
okay, all right, but
just check it out when you get home around a computer ID, and if you can add them on, add them on.
Yeah, and if I don't know if I could go back and fuck with that or not, but yeah, don't worry, I got you. Like I said, I want to make sure every backer is happy.
Brian takes care of everybody.
I do.
He will make sure.
I try to. No. Yes. Like that book I got from fucking what's it, Singapore? That looked like it had been microwaved or something.
Yeah, the guy, like his hands. He filmed a video. The shit was tight, and he like ripped it open. He's like, and he couldn't like rip it open. It was like stuck. And Brian just hooked him up. He served him back up with the new one, right?
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
And he asked me, like, because I asked him, like, dude, like, is it okay if I share this video? And he's like, why would you want to share this? This makes you look bad. And I'm like, no, I didn't send the book that way.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm gonna let it be known. This is how this guy got this book. I want you to feel my pain, and he's getting a replacement. I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna take it. Yeah. because it's first of all, it's just the right thing to do, and second, it's also
Good
just
customer
business
service.
wise.
You
Yeah,
want
customer
everybody to
service,
see good
motherfuckers.
customer service.
Customer
Yes.
service is, you know, the number one thing. You know what I mean?
It is because we couldn't do any
Did
of
I-
this
did
shit
I
without
guys-
you.
Did I ever tell you guys a story about the first crowdfunder I ever backed?
No,
No,
go ahead.
Oh, dude,
I'm sure it was horror. I'm sure it was horrific though.
it was.
I know you've been at this shit for a minute.
It was Lady Death from 2017. Can't remember, Apocalyptic Abyss or something like that.
Mhm.
Okay. And it was the first one me and my son had ever ordered. He got a metal cover. Okay. We got the wedding cover and the homage, because I like the Lady Death homages. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So they get to us, and my son opens them up, and the corners are damaged. Not on the metal one, obviously, but the other ones, they had one corner that was dinged up.
Yeah.
And he was bummed. He's like, Dad, they're messed up, man. I was like, well, Brian seems like a nice guy.
Yes.
Just hit him up, man.
Yes.
You know, send him an email. Sure enough, within a week, he had replaced the books. Now, I sent Brian a message. I'm like, hey, dude.
Yay for me.
I was like, you want me to destroy these other ones? You know? And he's like, no, I know you're not going to try and sell them. Don't worry about it. You know, so I ended up having 2 copies of the other 2, right? And that was customer service that got my attention. And that's why I have a whole shit ton of Lady Death books up there. Because I kept buying them because I knew dude fulfills first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fulfills on time second. Throws all kinds of cool shit in with it third.
Right.
And the stories are good.
There it is.
You know, I mean, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. You're like, the mainstream isn't going to do that. Isn't going to treat you that way. They hate you.
Yeah.
They hate you.
Just want to
And
deliver their political agenda, you know?
Marvel and DC hate you and wish you were dead, and we love you.
Pretty much, dude.
For reals though. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Go back to new shit, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, and hit the like button and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications, and oh yeah, and of course, going to be doing.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, it's the kitty from.
It's Cat Stevens, Cat from the
that's
Hood.
Cat Stevens. Yeah. All right, I'm about to like hallucinate or something. So everybody, I gotta eat something like a motherfucker. Anyway,
CromCon 26.
Absolutely, people.
Be there.
Peace and love.